All right, let's roll. Sports Rage Sunday has begun. Welcome to the wrap. Although we will not be rapping here this evening. Welcome to the Sunday night wrap. We appreciate the support. Let's get down to business. Our horse is running this evening, Conflict Diamond, live from Flamborough. Live from Flamborough Downs. Should be in about an hour's time or so, maybe a little bit more than an hour. I think they're in the fifth race now.
I'll have another call on Kelly for Alan Bredner.
Going into the fourth race now. We're not till the ninth race, so we're not probably until about 8:30 or so. Second to last race of the night. Although I'm beyond even like pretending to get my hopes up, to be honest with you. Even though I say that now, once the race starts, I'll want to win. But like I said, I have zero expectations. We've said it before, but we're going to sell pretty soon, hopefully. You know, it's just one thing after another. If he's not fucking sick, you know, we could try to fucking sell him. We could sell him. It's sort of like a bankruptcy type of deal, you know? We'll get more than 25 cents on the dollar. I'm at the point where I'm just sort of hoping for 50 cents on the dollar now. If we get 50 cents on a dollar, that's not bad. It's sort of like a big bet, and it's like a buy. You're cashing out. You know what I mean? It's all right. We're not going to cover the spread, but we'll give you half your money back right now. Like insurance and blackjack. Although, if we set the expectations low, we set the expectations low. Thank you very much, Joel. What's up, Keith? If we set the expectations low, then, you know, we can't get too upset. Although I am kind of upset about that fucking Utah game. Fucking Utah and Houston, man. We missed out by a bucket. Can you complain, though? Look, you guys saw the picks I gave you today. A lot of winners. I gave you the Capitals. I gave you the under the 6. I told you the fucking Pacers would cover. Houston Rockets covered. A lot of winners, but that fucking over, man. I had a big play on it. It's like, you know, it's like a big swing. You know, can you really complain? Well, you only won the Pacer game because of a last-second bucket. And then after that, we lose the fucking Jazz game by a bucket. We needed one fucking basket for the fucking total. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Ray. Bruce Chad. Yeah, Ray's living the high life, playing golf. I'm sitting here losing money on a Utah Jazz game. So we gave you a 6-hour marathon last night. We're shooting for 2 hours tonight, although, you know, we'll see how that goes. We're shooting for like 2 hours here this evening. That's why it's called the Sunday Night Wrap. Hey, the football season's nearly here, man. It's around the corner, and then we'll readjust the Patreon schedule. We'll get some football shows in here somehow. I'm going to give you guys some good stuff during the football season. The Nashville Predators are going big time. Carrie Underwood. You really notice the difference. Like, hockey doesn't normally have like real singers. They have the arena singer. Like, you can tell the step up in class of her voice. Like, you don't hear the breathing in between verses and shit, in between words. Yeah, I'm not a huge Carrie Underwood fan, to be honest, Big Will. Yeah, she's hot. I'm not saying, oh, you're crazy for thinking she's hot, but like I think this little did somebody just throw a fucking mini shark? They're not even what the fuck's going on there? What's going on? Why do they have fucking sharks? They're not even playing the Sharks. They're playing the Winnipeg Jets. It's a catfish. Are they real catfish? Those poor fucking girls. Those poor little ice girls. They got to go pick up these fish. All right, so we're on the Nashville Predators here. We're looking to close out that parlay. I tweeted it out after I played Capitals under 6, Penguins under 6 in this game. The Predators to win plus 193. I remember the Tennessee Titans getting drunk. I don't remember the fucking catfish. They got a lot of things here going on. They also smash shit outside the arena too. Yeah, they also smash it. They got like a jet outside the arena that you can smash and fuck up before. How come like the Canadian cities don't have anything fun like that ever? You try to throw something on the ice, like Jerry, go throw poutine on the ice. That's what they should do in Montreal. People should throw fucking poutines on the ice. Hey, Nashville scores. Fuck. I'm on Nashville, but I was going to bet Nashville to score the first goal. I knew they were going to score the first goal. Fuck. That didn't take long. Settle down, Kyle. Yeah, I would send Auburn Link a link right now. Auburn Wild a link, even though he's not a member right now. But of course, you know, he's probably sitting fucking in the press box, of course, with the owner. Auburn Wild's at his beach house in San Diego. And that didn't take long. 1-0 Nashville. You want the Jets to lose because of Auburn Wild. Look, I was on the I was on the radio in Winnipeg once a week for years. And one thing I noticed about Winnipeg, they're extremely fucking sensitive about the city and the team, just everything. Like they freak about any slight. Like they really do. Like they basically got mad because I told them it's cold there. It's like, hey, what are you guys arguing with me that it's fucking not cold? Like it's cold. What do you want me to say? Remember I told you. I said that Winnipeg and Buffalo are very similar. They got really pissed off. They got very upset with that. So I was watching the basketball earlier, more so than the hockey today. I saw a bit of the Penguins Capitals, but not much. I can't lie. I didn't really see much of it. And I see that even though I won because of it, it's good, but I see that the NHL fucked up again. That the Penguins got screwed for a goal. I'm seeing the picture. The goal, the net, the puck's in the net. The puck's crossed the line. Like the NHL, like this NHL playoffs is really evolving into the NBA. Like I've noticed all these leagues evolve into the NBA. It's funny because I always tell people, the NBA is becoming the most popular league, and it's an old poster. I mixed it up. I put this up just for Bruce and for Brooks. I mean, sorry, Bruce, for Brooks. It's to remind him who the best player is, not LeBron. Now that we've got to deal with LeBron all the time for the next 2 weeks. Although I prefer the other one, so. Yeah, so I don't know what happened with the Pittsburgh Penguins goal, but they got screwed. You know, the puck was in. So, see, I always tell people, I've been saying this for years, that the NBA is like rapidly catching the NFL. And, you know, the NFL still has a slightly big television deal and stuff. You know, the NFL is only once a week, so it's a unique sport. It just is, right? But if you look at like the demographic, like you look at like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you look at like jersey sales amongst teenagers, etc. It's not even close. All right. The NBA smashes these leagues, you know, international. So, but it's like these other leagues are emulating the NBA now with the bullshit calls and the entertainment aspect of it. The NFL is becoming more and more NBA-ish. I've been saying this for years with players that come into the league. Baker Mayfield, fucking Odell Beckham, like all these motherfuckers. And I like Odell, actually, but it's, you know, the NFL is a very sort of, now it's becoming a sort of individualistic, doesn't really matter if we win, you know. I scored a touchdown, I'm going to dance league type of shit. And it's also candy ass. They call everything. Now, you know, the NHL was sort of always that one pure league, at least, that we had. It was like, well, thank God we have the NHL playoffs, man, where these guys just beat the shit out of each other. There's a ton of fights and there's a ton of crazy shit and anything goes. And it's the best playoffs out of all the sports. But it's not the best playoffs out of all the sports suddenly. Like they've really managed. It's hard to fuck up the NHL playoffs, but they've done it. Like they're really doing it. Like, it's fucking ridiculous that these teams play each other right now. It's fucking ridiculous. It's stupid. It's like the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets playing right now. That's what it's like. It's like if the Warriors and the Rockets were playing in the second round instead of the conference finals. Like, the NHL is just fucked. And I'm not just calling Bettman out on this. It's the players, too. Like, all of them. You're just all stupid. Like, I don't know how you accepted this, why you didn't think about this. Like, just all of it is stupid. But now in the NHL playoffs, like pretty much every game, we've had a guy suspended almost. There's just constant bullshit and there hasn't even been one crazy thing that's happened in the playoffs. The old days, you know, crazy shit, man. Like, man, not even that old. And I'm not saying, oh, the old days, all this type of shit. But I mean, come on, man. We've gone from fucking teams actually fighting during the pregame skate to, you know, oh, you cross-checked them. That's a suspension. To last night, the goaltender interference. To today, Pittsburgh getting screwed for a goal. Like, you guys are the NBA. You can't get through a fucking day without fucking up now if you're the NHL. Like, last night was fucking robbery, man. It's fucking bullshit. Like, I didn't get too pissed about it at the time last night, but whatever, man. We're betting money on this shit. That's fucking real money you fucked us for. You know, you fucked us. You fucked Las Vegas. I guess you figured they're too hot. You need to cool them off. Otherwise, it's going to be another sweep. I don't know what your motive was. I don't know what your fucking motive was, why you did it, but you did it. And now today, Pittsburgh, it'll be the same shit in this game. Nashville will win, but watch. Somebody will get suspended or something. Fucking, you know, for checking somebody. And then you get into the NBA today. And you got a close fucking game. But once again, it's a similar situation. The Pacers weren't going to win. All right? The Pacers weren't going to win. So we can sit here and we can fucking isolate this call and that call. And I will in a second, trust me. But the Pacers were always just a day late and a dollar short here. You know what I mean? Like it was a 2-point game at the end of the third quarter. And the next thing you know, you're down by 12. Like Cleveland did enough all the time. Like even if it was a fight and we're judging it, like Cleveland did enough in the fourth, sort of like a fifth round. And Indiana didn't. And then the Pacers were sort of hanging on and coming back at the end. And then the old fucking, Cleveland rim job came into effect. And they started to pinch Indy with about 5 minutes left, where it was just blatant. But I can't sit here and tell you that the Pacers would be playing if not for the refs. They did get screwed with that goaltend, though. They would have won the game. Like, put it this way. We need to put this series up there with, put it on the board type shit. Put it on the board with the LA Lakers, Sacramento Kings series, the finals with LeBron and fucking the Dallas Mavericks. LeBron and pretty much everybody. Yeah, we've talked about it, man. Like, I'm pretty old. So, like, I saw Jordan's entire career. Fuck. And Jordan got calls, but not like this. It wasn't the same. Jordan really didn't need the calls. It was kind of, that's another thing too. If you look like the Bulls didn't have a lot of really close razor sharp wins for the most part. If you look back at the Bulls playoff games and the Bulls playoff and the championships and the titles, there was the buzzer beater against the Jazz. That was in game 5 even. And to be honest, he pushed off on Byron Russell. But the level of fucking craziness of LeBron diving, flopping, LeBron committing fouls and getting away with it, it really is hard to watch. Like, it's fucking frustrating. And it's crazy because I get angry about this. And I'm not even a Pacer fan. So, like, now that they're playing my Toronto Raptors, it's going to be like, holy motherfuck. And then LeBron bitches, though. And then he'll bitch after. That's the thing that gets me about him. It's like, all right, you get away with a ton of shit, but then you still complain all the time. Like when you do blatant stuff. Like that's the thing that gets to me about him. Now the Toronto Raptors open up as 6-point favorites in game 1. The Toronto Raptors, I'm surprised to see this, are minus 225 favorites to win the series. Wow. That's going to come down. That's going to come down. You're getting LeBron James at plus 185. Come on. I'm a Raptor fan, and it's hard not to want to take that, to be honest. And as a Raptor fan, it's, The price is going to come down. I wouldn't lay this price. Like I'm surprised it's not. I'm surprised it's. I thought the Raptors would be like. I thought it'd be a pick 'em, to be honest. I was thinking maybe since the Raptors are a 1 seed, they're a 4 seed. Like, it's home court, maybe minus 140. I'm really shocked that it's minus 225, and I was surprised to see that it was minus 6. So I'm not surprised. I guess I shouldn't be, because I always tell you guys this, that pretty much like the game 1 price is the series price. Like essentially, like if you look at the money line of any game 1, the money line of what game 1 is, that's what the series price usually is. So the Raptors are minus 6, 225-ish, 225 in a series. Like it sort of correlates. So I guess we shouldn't be surprised at the math, but I am surprised. First off, the Raptors fucking are terrible in the playoffs, all right? I mean, yeah, we beat Washington. I'm going to take Xanax. I'm going to smoke a lot of weed, Keith. I'm going to smoke a lot of weed, buddy. We see the Raptors tighten up in the playoffs. They just do. Secondly, the Cleveland Cavaliers motherfucking own us. Like, I'm not dumb here. I'm not naive. Like, I'm worried about the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm extremely concerned about this. It kind of pisses me off that we're playing them. We're the 1 seed. We got to play the Cavs in the second round. We got to deal with the Sixers after. Like, this is an uphill climb, guys. Like, we're a 1 seed, but we should almost be the underdog in this series. Like, we really should. I think we're 1-26 all time in Cleveland versus LeBron. I think they beat LeBron once. It's going to come down. People are going to hammer LeBron. Look, Lomas is already doing it. I like what Big Will is saying about it going 7. Let's take a look at the odds of that. I think that's the way to attack this series. This way we get a piece of the Cavs without actually betting on the Cavs. I don't know, man. We have till Tuesday to figure this out, but not really because the number's going to change. But I don't want to do this, but it's almost worth it to take the Cavs. Because you can take the Cavs at plus 185 right now. Sort of stash that, put it in your back pocket, and then just bet the games. You know what I mean? And especially, look, if the Cavaliers win game 1, the number's going to swing big time, and then boom, you jump on the Raptors, fuck. And then you got the Cavs at fucking plus 185, and then you can grab the Raptors maybe at like plus 125 or something like that. If you take the Cavaliers and you take this Cavalier price, and we all know the Raptors always lose game 1s. They won game 1 of the Wizards. They're like 1-7 all time, fucking game 1s, this team. So 1-6. I think they're like 2-11 all time, but I think this team was 0-6 before this win this year. They always lose fucking game 1. Now, I don't want them to lose game 1, but I'm just saying I'm speaking from a neutral betting perspective, because that's what I got to do here, is tell you that if you took Cleveland right now plus 185 and Cleveland win game 1, it's going to swing. Fuck. Suddenly the Raptors are going to be underdogs. And then you'll have underdogs with both teams. No, they can't. That's exactly right. That's what I told someone on Twitter today. They're like, oh, the Raptors have this, and that. And I said, yeah, they can win, but there's no room for error. Like, if the Raptors have one bad game, they're done. Like, if we lose at home, we're finished. It's very simple. Number 1, we can't beat Cleveland in Cleveland. Number 2, the league's not going to let us beat Cleveland in Cleveland. They don't want us going on any more than they wanted the Pacers going on. Like, they're going to screw us. So Like, if I'm Dwayne Casey and I'm Masai, man, I really, really emphasize this with the players that you really have to tell them, listen, we're going to get screwed in these games, all right? So we have to fucking really, really deliver the knockout punch, guys. Like, no thinking, oh, it's tied, we're good and shit, because if we're tied, we're down 5. That's what I would stress to them. I say if it's a tie game with 4 minutes left, guys, we're down 5 or 7. They're going to screw us. You need to be aggressive and put the pedal to the fucking metal, man. Like I'm telling you, like the Pacers had the fucking Cavs on the ropes. The Raptors need to knock them out. The difference is the Raptors have home court. The Pacers didn't. The Raptors are very good at home. We're not unbeatable at home. You know, we do have the best NBA. We do have the best home record in the league, but they did lose 7 times, and it is LeBron. Settle down, Lomas, with the craps. They're the 1 seed. They're not the Raptors. They also took the Cavs 6 2 years ago. They can beat them. They can beat them, but they need, like I'm stating, they need to know they're going to get screwed and keep their focus. Like Kyle Lowry can't start bitching at the ref after he gets fouled every fucking possession and not getting back like he does sometimes. DeMar DeRozan can't fucking get all sour and bitchy and pouty and shit because he's not getting calls. Now, the Raptors could get calls or at least not get jobbed at home. This is what helps them a bit. But as far as the whole numbers shit, the Raptors shouldn't be minus 225 favorites. And I'm in no hurry to be laying 6 points in game 1 with them. I'll tell you that much. The total is pretty high, too. 218. All right, let's go over some of the numbers here. When will series finish? They don't have it up yet. You know what, though? This shit's, it's probably going to be like plus 300, plus 325 or something like that to go 7 games. They have this stuff up for Philadelphia and Boston. Philadelphia to sweep Boston is plus 450. This is not a bad way to bet these series, actually. These nice plus bets. Philly to win, the sweep the series is plus 450. Philadelphia to win in 5 is plus 300. Philadelphia to beat Boston in 6 is plus 240. Philadelphia to beat Boston in 7 is plus 550. And fucking Philadelphia, these motherfucking cocksuckers, fuck. They get the Boston Celtics, and of course Jaylen Brown's hurt now. Like Boston's already hurt. Like what? Boston's just fucking cursed this basketball team. It's hard to feel sorry for any sports team from Boston, but the Boston Celtics really do. It's amazing. Like they get injured, they absorb the injury, and then they get injured again. Then they absorb that injury, and everything gets to be normal again. Then they get hurt again. It's like constant. They get Marcus Smart back, and they lose Jaylen Brown. It's constant with these guys. With Jaylen Brown, Boston could beat Philadelphia. Miami aren't that great, right? Like shit's going to get a lot harder here for Philadelphia as it goes on. But even with the injury to Brown, listen, he's probably only going to miss game 1, right? I'm really surprised this fucking hamstring is turning into such a bitch right now. So the Warriors won game 1. The Warriors to win the series in 5 is plus 160. Not a lot of value there. The Warriors to sweep them is plus 240. The Warriors to win in 6 is plus 400. I think the Pelicans still could potentially get to. I think they probably could still win 2 games in this series. I'm not in a rush to bet it right now, though. So the Winnipeg scores. Fuck me. The Winnipeg Jets tie the game. Dustin Byfuglien goes 5-hole. Kind of a bad goal. That's the thing with Rene, man. He lets in these fucking sort of. It's not a horrible goal, but it's not. It's a shot you're supposed to stop in that situation. But I get it. Byfuglien's got a good shot. He snapped it, but all right, where are we at now here? Race 5. We're in race 9. We're still a little ways to go. All right, so I tweeted about this stuff this morning. I don't know if you guys have seen the last night when we were on, they had that White House Correspondents' Dinner. Fuck me. Winnipeg just scores again. Fuck. Should have grabbed the over 5.5. Fuck. What the fuck is Pekka Rinne doing? This is another one. Like, look at him. Like, he's lost. He doesn't know where the puck is. His body's all fucked up. He's out of position. This is Pekka Rinne again. This is the same bullshit he did last year in the finals. He's a good goalie, but he has these games, man. Like, dude, that's 2 goals in a row that you just gave up. That the first one, 5-hole, all right. Like I said at the time, he should have had it. We'll cut you a little slack. But then a minute later, you don't know where the puck is. You're flopping around. You're out of position, and then it goes in. Look at that, man. He just fucking fought the puck there. He was all rattled by giving up the first goal still. And then look at that right after when they dumped the puck. Did you see like his skates? He sort of hopped a bit. It's like his foot got caught in a rut in the ice or something. Like he's all fucked up, man. The thing is, he did this last year. He did this oh, fuck. Turnover. Oh, fuck. Off the post. They got fucking lucky right there, man. The Winnipeg motherfucking Jets are dominating them. They're all over him. Holy fuck. The new in game is 7.5. I got to take it. Under. I don't have a choice. We got to take that. It's sort of like Malinsky always said, betting the number. If we can get out of this period at 2-1, it's going to drop to 6.5 and shit. Oh, and by the way, how about that last night? Boom. Hashin and Hiroshima under. I don't know if you guys were watching. It was a fucking sweat job, man. Oh, here comes Nashville. Oh. Shoot. You got to shoot. Fuck. You know what's crazy? I bet the fucking over 5.5 in the first one. My computer's acting really weird now. We're charged, so we're good, but it's charged on its own. Like it's plugged in and everything's like it's right now the charger's working. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like a day-to-day issue. It's really, really this thing's like having a girlfriend, man. You know, you wake up and you don't really know what it's gonna be like. Because I had it plugged in last night and everything. It took me a while right before the show. I was in a panic last night. It was aggravating. So I set a weight on top of it and shit, and it was fine. But today, I forgot about it and everything. I was sitting here and I moved the table and shit and I unplugged it. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, oh, no, I'm going to have to fucking worry about this all day. And for some reason, I just fucking plugged it in and it worked right away. Like it's hit or miss, this shit. I actually want to go to the Apple store in the morning tomorrow. But I'm going to have to wait once again. Right now, Nashville are only plus 105. Winnipeg are minus 135. Nashville plus 105. I grabbed under 7.5 minus 145. It's 7.5 minus 180 already right now. It's shifting quick. We got a baseball game coming up here tonight. Yankees and Angels. It's Sabathia versus Skaggs. The Yankees have won 8 baseball games in a row, man. The Yankees have won 8 games in a row. It almost seems logical to follow them tonight, but I think the Angels are the play. Yeah, I don't know. Like I have a bad track record with Sunday Night Baseball. I generally don't like betting it, to be honest. I used to always bet Sunday Night Baseball, or I'd like sort of force the pick. All right, bet in the summer we will. You know, tonight's a pretty light night. I don't know why the NBA played during the day today. It's kind of lame. All we have is this hockey game right now, and we'll have this Sunday Night Baseball game. We've got a horse race, though. That takes precedent. Like I said, normally right now before one of our horse races, I'll be all excited and nervous and shit, but I'm not because I know we suck. So what's there to be nervous about? What's there to be nervous about? He's going to race. He'll finish in fucking 8th place, 7th or 8th place, and the race will be over. What's up, David Hutton? No, they're not going to. They're not going to try to sell you a timeshare. What are they giving this year, SPR? It's just a hotel room, right? It's like what, Friday night at the Golden Nugget free? I remember last year at the IFBC, they told people fly to Costa Rica, and if you sign up and come here, we will pay you fucking the money for your flight as soon as you get here. And it sounded pretty fucking shady too. Even I remember last year, I was like, really? It's kind of So that's kind of whatever. And I saw it firsthand. They fucking did. They paid everyone. So I think this year, though, they didn't offer a flight this year, though, right? It was just because I think they had a deal with an airline or something. Friday and Saturday night. Shano, you're coming down to Vegas? LAFC. What, that's not Galaxy? This is a new team, right? They beat the Sounders in Seattle last match. They've been scoring. All right, we'll take a look at that, Kyle. Oh, Josie just hit the post. Yeah, Circus is a good place to stay. It's fucking cheap. But I will say this, guys. Since the IFBC since the IFBC is at the Golden Nugget, it's on Fremont Street. I would actually encourage you to stay at a place on Fremont Street. Circus is about a $15 taxi ride, $10. Not that far. It's 2 miles. It's not that far, but it is a little taxi ride, you know. Yeah, I would suggest like staying on Fremont Street. I'm going to speak to SBR. Like I believe, like last year I should be getting put up at a hotel for this, so they'll probably get me a room at the Nugget or one of these places on Fremont. But yeah, because all the conferences are going to be on Fremont Street. I'm going to have to be doing shows there for SBR around Fremont Street and stuff. So it's going to be a Fremont weekend. It's a Fremont Street weekend. Which is somewhat little annoying, actually, to be honest. Now that I think about it, let me think about this. Because one thing with Fremont Street is you can't smoke weed there. Like Circus, you can smoke right in the fucking lobby and shit. Like right outside. Like I was smoking weed like right outside the sports book, the front entrance. Like Circus, it's not on the street. It's a big parking lot. Security at Circus doesn't give a shit. And there's no cops around there really at Circus. Like Fremont Street, you come out of the hotel and you're right on the street. And there's cops everywhere and security. It's like you can't smoke weed on Fremont Street. They'll fucking flip out. Even though it's legal there, they still, you know what I mean? Like it's very anal, Fremont Street. It's not as, so maybe we should avoid that actually. We'll see. Well, we're stuck there. We're doing a conference there. Whatever. We'll just smoke weed in the room. Sometimes I just have to accept that I'm not getting my deposit back. It's like, yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm losing my deposit, but see, I imagine I'll be staying at the Golden Nugget too, if that's where they've got a bunch of rooms. So I'll be at the Golden Nugget. And if for some reason I'm not, I would suggest staying at the D. It's fucking sun, man. The fucking D. The D is right next to the Golden Nugget. The D is my favorite spot on Fremont. The Golden Nugget is good too. The Golden Nugget is the nicest place on Fremont. Like the Golden Nugget's pretty nice. It's a nice casino. Thing I don't like about the one thing, not that I don't like about it at Golden Nugget, but one thing about the Golden Nugget is it's the ceilings are fucking short. And I'm a tall dude, so it just bothers me. Like, you walk into the Aria Casino or something. You walk into the SLS Casino. You walk into some of the casinos in Vegas and they're fucking massive. Like the ceiling is fucking, massively high and it's a vast space. So you don't feel like Golden Nugget. It's very fucking tight. It's big, but it's low and it's sort of long. So like, you're always bumping into people to Golden Nugget and fucking the tables are always packed. The sports book's always packed. Yet it leads to a good atmosphere because it's always packed. You know what I mean? But I've always sort of gotten claustrophobic at the Golden Nugget. I like the Nugget. The food at the Golden Nugget is very good. Like the Nugget is a nice hotel. They have a nice pool and a bar and shit there. But the actual like casino at the Golden Nugget, it gets very claustrophobic. It's a popular place, so it's packed. But Fremont's great. Like you go next door to Golden Nugget, man. You go over to like Binion's and shit. And they got like ultra hot fucking really sleazy chicks, fucking dealers and shit like that. Fremont's a pretty sleazy street. Man, we're getting some weird lighting going on here right now, with the sun. I'm like Two-Face, Batman. What's up, Pittsburgh Brew? I'm not used to this. The sun, it's new, right? It's spring and shit. The sun usually doesn't even shine. Like I don't get a lot of sun in my place. I have another condo tower that blocks the sun. So it's only for like 20 minutes a day. Like the other day I was telling Cam that. I was on my balcony. He's like, "Oh fuck, it's fucking nice. You got sun out here and shit." I told him, I said, "Dude, look, you see these buildings?" I said, "The sun will shift." And he said, "It'll be gone soon, trust me." Exactly, Shadow. Like you'll see, like right now, like it's all weird. I'm not going to move anything or anything because I know it'll be different in 10 minutes. It's going to go away. Like right now, it's right in my face, but it's moving to the left, and there's a condo that's going to block it any minute. Oh, it's going to be epic, David Hutton. It's going to be a good time down there. Yeah, it's going to be epic. Fuck. Time goes by pretty fast. It's right around the corner too. It's popping up. And what's really cool about it, like I said, I spoke to SBR the other day actually about this. I spoke to SBR about this the other day. Like last year, I spoke, and they told me this year that they're doing it a little bit differently because they have so many guests that they want to get to. Because last year they basically had, there wasn't that many speakers last year. Mark Lawrence, me, Johnny Manziel, Clay, Travis Clay there, and Johnny Manziel, Mark Lawrence, Teddy Covers, Ted Savransky, Gil Alexander. There was only like 6 of us that spoke, really. There wasn't that many. And Babano and Donnie Rightside did like a roundtable on Saturday afternoon live on the internet type thing. So they told me this year, they said, yeah, because they said, it's in Vegas. We're going to have so many speakers this year and guests that we're going to do sort of blocks of people. So they actually told me, they said, tell us who you think, who do you want to be up there with? Like me, Teddy, or like whoever, you know what I mean? Maybe Babana would be good. So yeah, basically they're going to have me. So like I'm going to be hosting it sort of. And we're going to have like 3 or 4 other cappers up there on the stage. And we're going to talk for like an hour, So it won't just be like me talking. It's going to be a panel. And then I'm going to do my show there. Then we'll do like the late night anger management class for like the Golden Nugget and shit at nighttime. But I would suggest, David Hutton, I would suggest getting there Thursday night, to be honest. But if you're getting there Friday, I'd get there like Friday early morning, man. Like, put it this way. I spoke last year at like fucking 1 PM on the Friday. The conference started Friday morning at 11 a.m., 10, 11 a.m., and I spoke at 1. I got there Thursday night, and I spoke, man, I was up like, and it was early. I remember it was like, I think it was 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Costa Rica time. That's what it was. It was noon. It was early, fuck. I remember waking up, I ate breakfast, and I spoke. And so, yeah, I wouldn't roll in a Friday night. You're going to miss some shit. I would suggest getting there Thursday night if possible. Yeah, I don't know. Like, let's wait. Let's see. We got to get on SBR and shit, and find out their schedule. We'll tell them people need to know this shit for their flights and all that. But yeah. So if you're leaving on that Friday, all right, Pittsburgh Brew. Yeah, if you're leaving on that Friday, I'd leave like as early as possible. Like you said, you get that 3-hour time, I'm going to be speaking there and shit, so I'll probably get there on Wednesday or something. I'll fly in Wednesday or Thursday morning. I've got to go to the fucking Maritimes in a couple of weeks. This shit's really creeping up on me. All right, so what to 6.5? All right, so we got this Yankee Angel game going off the board here in a couple of minutes. As I stated, I'm not sure I have a logical, sound reason that I can tell you, oh, yeah, you got to take the fucking, you got to take the Angels. I mean, the Yankees have won 8 straight baseball games, but that's why I think they'll lose. That's why I think they're going to lose. See, the sun's already sort of going. That's why I think they're going to lose. Because I think everyone that doesn't bet baseball tonight is going to look at this tonight and go, oh, fuck, there's no basketball. It's like that bookie joke, this story I told you about Elliot Price's father. One night he bets baseball, basketball, football, then he loses every night. And he's like, I don't know anything about WNBA, but like this will be the most bet Sunday night baseball game of the year so far. I love Sunday night baseball, but right now it's basketball. There's hockey playoffs going on and shit. I'm not in Sunday night baseball mode yet. We paid attention to a few of the games. Remember one of the games 2 weeks ago wasn't even fucking on for some reason, that Mets-Phillies game. Is it even fucking on TV? Has to be. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just saying, listen, the NHL game already started. And there's no NBA basketball tonight. There's no UFC tonight. There's no boxing. You know what I mean? There's no, what are you betting on? people are going to bet on this baseball game like you and me are. You're going to be like, oh, fuck, wow, there's Sunday Night Baseball, and oh, shit, it's the Yankees. And then they're going to say, oh, fuck, look, the Yankees have won 8 games in a row. They say, oh, there's no way the Yankees lose tonight. They've won 8 in a row. I doubt, like, I'm thinking, like, sort of, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I'm just sort of thinking like that everyone's going to jump on the Yankees tonight. Oh, the Yankees are plus 112 right now. They've won 8 in a row. It's a fucking trap. Like, why are they plus 112? Why are the odds makers doing this? Because they don't think the Yankees are going to win. They're trying to bait you, fuck. 124. It's steaming. It's steaming. It really is. It's fucking steaming right now. Oh, 121. Back down right now. It's bouncing around here. We're taking the Angels. Ooh, up to 125 over at Bet365. Yeah, let's get it, Kitchener Ranger Ray. Hopefully we can hit this shit. All right, where are we at in the races here? Race 6 is now official. Race 6 is now in the books. So we've got race 7, race 8, and then boom, we're up. So yeah, we're going to be up in about 40 minutes. 8:30, 8:40 or so. A lot of soccer going on right now. So as Kyle said, we got some MLS later too for the degenerates. So we'll jump in on that. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, last night when we were on, was that White House Correspondents' dinner. After I ended the show last night, it's like 2:30 in the fucking morning, and I check out online, and I see, oh shit, fuck, people are going batshit crazy over this chick's fucking monologue last night. And evidently, this Michelle Wolf chick went too far and got too personal last night. And the sky is motherfucking falling. Like I tweeted earlier, like, are we really supposed to feel sorry for Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Fuck. The chick is a fucking monster. She's a monster. She's a mean-spirited fucking cunt, too. That's the thing. Like, she's not like a nice lady or anything like that. So, you know, should the chick have taken shots at her, like, and said about, you know, her eyes and shit like that? You know, it was rough. But I just think the little, like, the outrage is fucking hilarious. Like, I thought she was funny as well, Corrente. And it's, you know, it's these fucking people like CNN were like, that was disgraceful. And oh my God, it was so awkward. And like, it's like, you know, it's like the type, those people, like, do you really think a bunch of dickheads from Congress and shit are going to fucking laugh at being called a bunch of fuck ups that they are? Basically, so people are like, oh, she lost the room. She was never supposed to have the room. She didn't want to have the room. Like, that's the whole point. Like, the people seem to be missing. They're like, oh, she bombed. She lost the room. It was very awkward. People didn't like her. It's like she didn't want them to like her. That's why she went after them the way that she did. Now, listen, I'm not stating every joke was a 10 on 10. But the little, like, the snowflake outrage here is fucking comical. Like Mike Huckabee too. Like Mike Huckabee says a lot of weird, stupid jokes and shit. All right. And so it's funny that I saw a bunch of tweets. Like Mike Huckabee has made like really off fucking sort of racial and like really off fucking shit jokes. And he's always saying, oh, lighten up, it's a joke. Then last night he's like, this is disgraceful. And of course, when your fucking dumbass daughter's being called out. I find it amusing though that people are so offended about the fucking jokes about Sarah Sanders, but you know, she fucking called Ted Kennedy a murderer. She made like various Clinton jokes. But I've always said this, like people on the right, they really fucking, they act like they're thick-skinned and people on the left are all snowflakes and pinko commies and thin-skinned and shit. Yeah, it's actually the right that is fucking really like panics. You know, like, you know that they have that thing CPAC, all right? It's like a month ago, CPAC. It's a bunch of fucking dickhead fucking Republicans that get together. And one of the dudes got pretty racial and shit. And the former head of the Republican Party National Committee is a black guy, Michael Steele. And they fucking got, you know, they said, oh, he was bad. The only reason he got the job because he was black. And he was on the stage and shit. And the Michael Steele guy got pissed off. And the guy that runs CPAC said, oh, to Michael Steele, you should show some grace. And, it's just a speech. It's just jokes and whatever. So, of course, this guy last night was the first guy to storm out. He walked out. Oh, this isn't funny. Like I said, it was awkward as fuck. And that's what I liked about it. Like, I'm looking at the media here. Like, they're fucking nuts. Like, this is the society we live in now. NBC's Andrea Mitchell. Sarah Sanders was grossly insulted. GPD strategist Liz Marin says Michelle Wolf called Sarah Sanders a fat lesbian. White House officials call White House Correspondents' Dinner incredibly disrespectful, reprehensible. Our boy the Mooch today called it an atrocity. Mike Huckabee, vicious, vile attacks. I thought the Uncle Tom fucking Ann Coulter joke was pretty good, actually.
Guy named Jeff Pedophile Nazi Doctor. Oh, he's a doctor. We should definitely talk about the women in the Trump administration. There's Kellyanne Conway. Man, she has the perfect last name for what she does. Conway.
This joke is fucking awesome. What she says at the end. She's like, I hope Caroline, she goes, I want her to get hit by a tree. And then she's like, just stuck, though, not injured. It's a great way out of it, just stuck. Caroline Conway's sitting there like a fucking rigid bitch that she is.
It's like if my name was Michelle Jokes Frizzy Hair Small Tits. You guys gotta stop putting Kellyanne on your shows. All she does is lie. If you don't give her a platform, she has nowhere to lie. It's like that old saying, if a tree falls in the woods, how do we get Kellyanne under that tree? I'm not suggesting she gets hurt, just stuck. Stuck under a tree. Incidentally, a tree falls in the woods is Scott Pruitt's definition of porn. Yeah, we all have our kinks. There's also, of course, Ivanka. She was supposed to be an advocate for women, but it turns out she's about as helpful to women as an empty box of tampons. She's done nothing to satisfy women. So I guess, like father, like daughter. Oh, you don't think he's good in bed. Come on.
This is where the room starts to get awkward.
She does clean up nice, though. Ivanka cleans up nice. She's the diaper genie of the administration. On the outside, she looks sleek, but the inside, it's still full of shit. And of course, we have Sarah Huckabee Sanders. We are graced with Sarah's presence tonight. I have to say, I'm a little starstruck. I love you as Aunt Lydia on The Handmaid's Tale. Mike Pence, if you haven't seen it, you would love it. Every time Sarah steps up to the podium, I get excited because I'm not really sure what we're going to get. You know, a press briefing, a bunch of lies, or divided into softball teams. It's shirts and skins, and this time don't be such a little bitch, Jim Acosta.
Come on, man. That's fucking gold. It's shirts and skins. This time don't be a little bitch, Jim Acosta. That's fucking gold, man. It's shirts and skins. This time, don't be a bitch. See, you don't have a problem with her picking on Jim Acosta, but...
It's shirts and skins, and this time, don't be such a little bitch, Jim Acosta. I actually really like Sarah. I think she's very resourceful. Like, she burns fats, and then she uses that ash to create a perfect smoky eye. Like, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's lies. It's probably lies. And I'm never really sure what to call Sarah Huckabee Sanders. You know, is it Sarah Sanders? Is it Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Is it Cousin Huckabee? Is it Auntie Huckabee Sanders? Like, what's Uncle Tom but for white women who disappoint other white women? Oh, I know, Aunt Coulter.
That's fucking gold. Exactly, David Hunt. It's the same shit every fucking year, fuck. Fucking Trump used to run around fucking joking that Barack was fucking not born in, was born in Kenya and shit. You know what I mean? That he's fucking, you know, everyone's like, oh, it's fucking terrible, this girl. What up, Sonny Vega? I sent you a message, Sonny. We're going to the game or what? I'd like to go to game 1 and game 2, but I'm thinking game 2 is good. Thursday night, good night to get hammered. Tuesday night, me drinking and shit. Exactly, David Hutton. That's the thing that bothers me about this, the political climate that we're in now. One side always says the other side can't take it. Everyone just needs to shut up and take it. I'm amazed, man. Trump said the other day that he tried to watch the Special Olympics, but he couldn't because it was too hard to watch. And, you know, and people are up Michelle Wolf's ass now. Like, really? He actually said it, too. He was like, the Olympics were there. Trump takes credit for the Olympics. He's like, oh, you guys did so great. And, I think I have a lot to do with that, don't I? Huh? It's like, yeah, I know you. I know, Don. You helped them win the gold medal. Like, yes, you did. Yeah, yeah. And then he's like, he goes, I watched a lot of the Olympics. Nashville scores. He's like, I watched a lot of the Olympics, and he goes, I watched some of the Special Olympics, but it's kind of hard to watch, eh? And he does this. It's kind of hard to watch. I was thinking, did you just say the Special Olympics were kind of hard to watch? I'm like, I was waiting for the outcry after, and it never really came. Like, I guess people are desensitized to it now. Except Barack Obama mocked the fucking Special Olympics before. That's what I'm saying. They're all dickheads. Fuck. You know what I mean? Like, people get caught up on one side or the other. They're all fucking dickheads. Those Special Olympians have more fucking courage than Barack and Trump combined. Fuck.
And you never ever quit. Do we have any quitters here? Raise your hand. Because I was going to say, get the hell out. No quitters in this group. Huh? I had a feeling. That was true. You overcame setbacks. You powered through obstacles. And I will tell you this, because of your hard work and your sacrifice, you were given the greatest honor in sports to represent the United States as an Olympic athlete. That is really an honor. And it's you have to be so proud, and your families. So today, on behalf of the United States, I want to thank every Olympian and Paralympian. And that was just incredible. And what happened with the Paralympics was so incredible and so inspiring to me. And I watched, it's a little tough to watch too much, but I watched as much as I could. It was really fantastic, and I want to thank you.
Now, you can argue, you can play devil's advocate and say he couldn't watch too much because he's the president, he's busy, but we all know that's not what he meant. Like, that was a defense after, right? They said, no, he meant that he's busy. He couldn't watch. It's like, I don't know. He watches Fox and Friends every fucking day. It's like, we all know what he meant, all right? But I just want to state, he's not the only one. Like, fucking, Barack Obama got in shit for fucking comparing the fucking Special Olympics to bowling.
Mocking the disabled. I bowled a 129.
That's very good, Mr. President.
It was like Special Olympics.
Well, thanks. It's up.
Big save, Pekka Rinne. That's the thing. He'll let in bad goals, but he'll make big save. So have you heard Barack Obama that just was telling a story? He said, Barack Obama said, I went bowling, but I bowled 129. It was like watching the Special Olympics. I don't know. Just leaves the Special Olympics out of jokes, fuck, you know? Leave the Special Olympics out of jokes. Like I said, yeah, fucking Mike Huckabee. Here's a list. Mike Huckabee is disgusted and vile by that performance last night. Here's Mike Huckabee on Twitter. Poop Dog and his nephew Bow Wow, both bad dogs who advocate murder and sex slavery. I trust Bernie Sanders with my tax dollars like I trust a North Korean chef with my Labrador. Here's a tweet where he compares Nancy Pelosi to the fucking character in the movie Scream. He goes, look, it looks just like Nancy Pelosi. See, is that offensive, Huckabee? That's funny, right? When you're picking on, and listen, Nancy Pelosi's a fucking witch, all right? But that's what I'm saying, these people. So it's funny when Huckabee fucking says Nancy Pelosi and he has a picture of her and a picture of the Scream mask, the painting the Scream. That's okay. Ha 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 ha. It's funny. Like, that's the thing. You guys walk around yelling, lock her up, lock her up. And you call this, you say the craziest shit about Nancy Pelosi. And someone calls your daughter the fucking chick from the Hand fucking Wives Maid Tale or something. And you fucking, oh my God, how dare, oh my. One of my favorite, the favorite Trump one was when he fucking was at the Army Navy game. That was the best too. Donald Trump says, Trump, Army Navy, it's not the best football. Not the best football. It's like, dude, you're the commander in chief. Just say it's a good game. It's the best. I don't know if it's the best football, but I got the spirit. All right, where are we at here? Official. Race 7 is official, so we're coming up into race 8. I'll tweet out people if they want to watch the race. Another thing is, too, let's be real. Listen, I don't even know anything about these Michelle Wolf chick. I know she's up and coming and shit, but she's praying right now. Like Trump, I'm going to give Trump credit. Trump's fucking, Trump didn't give her the bone today. He didn't call her by name. He didn't tweet at her. All he said is that so-called comedian sucked, fuck, right? Because really, like, if you're her, the best thing that could happen to her would be if Donald Trump fucking started tweeting at her. And she got into a Twitter fucking beef with Trump. And I'm amazed that Trump was able to contain himself. But he knows, it's funny, he can't contain himself with like more serious shit. But with something like this, he knows, Trump knows how to play these games very well, right? So he knows this fucking bitch, fuck, if I fucking respond to her, sort of like a troll. She's a troll, right? If he responds to her like and starts tweeting at Michelle Wolf this, at Michelle Wolf this, that, she becomes a fucking hero. As it is now, a lot of people think she's a big bitch and she went too far and shit. So even people on the left, right? Like Michelle Wolf isn't getting a lot of support today from anyone. So except the comedian world and people that really hate Trump. So, but I realized that too. It was like, man, she's trying to bait Trump. Fuck. She's trying to bait him. Like, that's why she went after Ivanka so personal. You know that Trump gets pissed about everything. You know that Trump would be fucking fuming. She said that fucking Ivanka is a diaper full of shit. You know that Trump would be fuming for this. I'd assume, Michelle, you're going to get audited right now, too. I'd watch out, Michelle, for like anything you've done. Be very careful right now. But like I said, if he goes on Twitter and starts fucking going at her, she's going to gain millions of followers and he's going to, you know, she's going to become a victim. And it's, you know, he's actually pretty smart to avoid her. Like Trump can't win this battle. Even though he's bigger than she is, what difference does it make? Like if a bunch of his yahoos, and it's already happened, you know, if a bunch of his yahoos start abusing her on Twitter and shit, it doesn't matter. She still gets attention and she gets fucking martyrized out of this. She becomes a martyr. So we got to give Trump credit actually for backing off and not fucking feeding into it because she tried to bait him. There's no doubt about it. I mean, she's a comedian. She's a young chick. She's trying to fucking make a name for herself. She knew what she was doing. I mean, she's standing in front of all these fucking people there fucking saying this shit. And like, if you're her, she probably walked off the stage after thinking, and this is perfect. And my plan is coming together. I alienated everybody. And in 3, 2, 1, Trump's going to start fucking abusing me on Twitter. And it's going to get real here. And I'm really, like, it's sort of like Stormy Daniels. I think Trump is like, you know what? I can't, like, it's these chicks. They're getting him. It's like, you know, Trump's dying to rip Stormy Daniels on Twitter, but he can't. So it's like this chick probably was hoping that, man, I hope he rips me and I'll really get attention because he'll say something crazy about me. And then I'll be in the news every day. And then suddenly her fucking gigs are going to go up and the price of her gig, like, you know, it's all a game, this shit. We'll jump into the Derby this week, David Hutton. Even though horse racing's left a sour taste in my mouth. Kyle Johnson was there for day one. So it's 2-2 right now, midway through this period of play. Let's see how that 7.5 is doing that we grab. It's still 6.5 plus 190. 7.5 is minus 250. One thing I'll tell you, David Hutton, last year, me and Cam picked the winner in all 3 races of the Triple Crown race. We both picked the Derby correctly. Cam picked the fucking the Preakness correctly, and then I picked the Belmont correctly. So like between the three of us, between the two of us, we had a winner in all three races. It was pretty cool. Cam's pretty good at it. Cam gets into the Kentucky Derby. Cam is a very like Cam doesn't do a lot of research. You know what I mean? He's a very gut better. You know, Cam will follow the trend, sort of. You know, this team zigzag, and he's been betting a long time, so he has his patterns. He has his ways of doing things, but like even I tell him sometimes, listen, fuck you know, like why do you like this team? Like, well, I got a feeling, like you know, more than a feeling. But Kentucky Derby, he'll get into it. Like he'll have a bunch of shit for this. He already has shit. He was bringing it up to me the other day. Fuck that he's already got a bunch of Derby stuff ready. I'm actually pretty good at the Kentucky Derby. I'm not just saying this. It's one of the, like the Derby, the whole Triple Crown shit, I'm pretty good at it. Oh, fuck, man. It looked like Winnipeg was going to score there. Brian Blessing's very good at this shit. Blessing's good at breaking it down. But like you guys said, once the race starts, it's a fucking, you're throwing darts here. I'll tell you right now, David Hutton, I'll share a little secret, even though anyone that knows, anyone that's been watching my show or listening to me on the radio for a long time knows what I do at the Kentucky Derby. I should do this. Is like real sport trade trivia. What do I do? What do I do with the Kentucky Derby? We got 28 hardcore patrons here. What do I do with a Kentucky Derby? I've been doing the same thing with the Kentucky Derby for fucking 25 years, and I tell you every year that I do the same thing with the Kentucky Derby. Kyle Johnson, winner. Fucking Winnipeg scores. Oh, wait. No goal. Is this interference for real? I don't what. All right, I was about to say that's not interference. There was a penalty. It was a penalty right before the puck went in the net. What an idiot on Winnipeg. Thank God, though. Yeah, man, Kyle, you know your stuff. Thanks, Kyle, for paying attention. You're exactly right. Kyle Johnson. I've been taking the Derby, the way I cap the Kentucky Derby. Listen, I'll cap it, and, I'll dig in. I'll have reasons, but I blindly bet the winner of the Florida Derby. That's my horse. The winner of the Florida Derby. And you know what? It's been on a nice little run, man. I think it's won like 2 of the last fucking 3 years. This year's winner, Audible. Audible, plus 650. Justify is the favorite. Mendelssohn is 4-1. Audible, plus 650. I'm going with Audible. Audible, coming off a 3-length G Grade 1 Florida Derby Stakes victory. Todd Pletcher. Todd Pletcher trained horse. Yeah, we're going with Audible. How many Florida? It's been on a roll. 2017, last year, Always Dreaming, Florida Derby winner. 2016, Nyquist, Florida Derby winner. 2013. So for me, it started, for me, like my favorite horse of all time is Thunder Gulch. Thunder Gulch, 1995. That was my most successful horse racing run. That horse like made me more money than any other horse did ever. I don't know how, why, but actually it's Ted Teven. But Ted Teven used to cap like horses on the show, and horse racing's big in Montreal. Or at least it was. You know, there used to be a track, and there's fucking OTBs everywhere in Montreal. And there used to be an OTB near my place, and I didn't have a job. I wasn't on the radio. I was in a band. I drank all day and shit. I was just a hustler. And so I used to fucking go to the OTB like every day, literally every day. I wasn't one of these guys who would stay there for 8 hours, but I'd go every day for like 2 hours, an hour. You know, I'd have a couple of beers and shit. Depends on the track. Like I used to like certain tracks I like better than others. Like I like betting Santa Anita, Hollywood Park, and Gulfstream. So like Gulfstream was one of my favorite ones. So I used to sort of know like Gulfstream and Florida and shit. And I don't know how I ended up on Thunder Gulch. I can't tell you the specific story why I took him in the Florida Derby. But I took him in the Florida Derby, Thunder Gulch, at 12-1. He was 12-1 to win the Florida Derby. He was like the fourth or fifth choice. And he won the Florida Derby at 12-1. And then the Kentucky Derby was coming up, and he was 25-1 in the Kentucky Derby. I think it might have came down to 22-1, but it was essentially 25-1. And there was a couple of big-time horses in that Derby that everyone was hyping up. And I remember I was like, man, Thunder Gulch won fucking me big money. I won a lot at $1,200. I won like fucking 2,600 or 23,000. It was 12-1. Fuck the Florida Derby, and I put like $300 on it or something. So I won the fucking Florida Derby, and then it was the Kentucky Derby, and I didn't understand why he was 25-1. I was like, man, I don't care. Fuck. I said I already won on him, so I'm taking him again at the Kentucky Derby. I never forget it. I watched it at Place Bonaventure in Montreal at the old Champion Steakhouse Club. Like they have OTBs, but this was one of the nicer ones. And it was one of those like classic horse victories, man. Kentucky Derby. I was there drinking all day at the bar, and it was a nice place. It was like high class fucking OTB place. And They had food and shit. We were eating all day. And I had a couple of buddies there that weren't even big horse fucking guys. They just came with me to drink and shit at the place, you know? And they bet on it. They were freaking out, man. Like my buddy put like fucking $50 on it, won $1,200 type shit. He was like, "Oh my God." Fucking one of my buddies put $20 and won like 500. I won a lot. Fuck. I know it was 25-1. You can't get crazy with horse racing, but I put like I think I had 200, 200, 200 on him. Or 200, 100, 100. That was it. I bet like $500 on him. But I'm not going to lie. I put more on him the fucking place and show. Because there was a lot of hype around a few of the horses. So I won like fucking $2,300. That's the number that I sort of really remember all the time. It was like 2,300 or 2,500 or something on Thunder Gulch. So I won like fucking, I kept winning like 25, and I kept winning on this horse every 2 weeks. And you know what's nuts? So we won the Kentucky Derby, and one of my buddies said, it was the bassist of Homicide, the guy from the Maritimes. He fucking said, "Let's go to the casino." Because the casino is like a quick taxi ride from this OTB, Nashville score. He's like, "Let's go to the casino, man. We got money." And I was like, "Fucking right, let's go." And it was one of those things where you're like, "Man, we just won a bunch of money. Should we really be going to the casino?" I think I won $3K actually, because I remember going to the casino. And we won at the casino. It was like one of the epic gambling stories. Like we went to the casino, we won. Like we won more fuck at the casino. And then Thunder Gulch finished second in the Preakness. He finished second in the Preakness. This is off the top of my head. He finished second in the Preakness, and I still won a shitload of money on him, fuck, because I fucking hammered him. And then he fucking won the fucking Belmont. Like he won 2 of the 3, but he wasn't, it wasn't like, oh, big hype going into the last one, because he didn't win. Like he was first, second, and then first. You know what I mean? Thunder Gulch was a hell of a fucking horse, man. He was a little guy, too. Little guy from Florida. I'll never forget that, fuck. And here comes Thunder Gulch. Thunder Gulch is going to win the Kentucky Derby. I remember like fucking yelling, like, "Oh my God," like fucking yelling in this ballroom. Fuck yeah. Fucking. The Kentucky Derby, when you win it, it can be nice. The thing is, in the old days, favorites would never win a Kentucky Derby. It looks like PK Subban just got hurt. Yeah, in the old days, like that was one of the things to do. You bet against the Kentucky. You bet against the favorite. You bet against the favorite. I've noticed in the last couple of years, it's not the favorite. That's why I like where we're coming here with Audible. It's not usually the favorite, but the second or third favorite that wins nowadays. In the old days, it would always be the favorite never wins the Kentucky Derby. It's just sort of like this cold shot. The favorite never wins the Kentucky Derby. Never bet on the favorite. There's 20 horses. You don't want to bet on a horse at plus 200 with a 20 horse race. We're coming up next. Is this starting now, Kyle Johnson? Kyle's really into the soccer game. So you're telling us to take LA, huh? MLS. Los Angeles FC versus Seattle Sounders. So LA Football Club. They're a new team, LA Football Club. I don't know why they played their first 6 games away from home, but a pretty impressive start to their campaign. They've won 4 games, they've lost 2, and they haven't played a single home game yet. What stadium are they playing in? Kyle, where do they play? I'll look in a second. I shall see it. Seattle Sounders. Usually Seattle are really good. What's going on? Oh, this game's at 9 o'clock. It's on DAZN in Canada. Bank of California Stadium in Los Angeles. I don't know what the fuck that is. Is this a new stadium? Christen, yeah. After respectable 4 wins and 6 road matches, LAFC are ready for a housewarming party. Well, Christen, Bank of California Stadium. Seattle will be looking to avenge a season-opening 1-0 loss to LA. LA beat Montreal and Montreal 5-3. Sounders snapped a 4-match winless streak to beat Minnesota 3-1. Over under 2.5. Minus 188 to the over. So what are you saying in this game, Kyle? You like LAFC to win? You think they're going to beat them again? Unofficial results of the 8th race. Print Media, Toot Toot. Dreidel Hanover. Mr. March Jimmy. All right, get to our race. We're coming up soon, boys. Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless predicts Cavaliers sweep the Toronto Raptors. Makes me feel better about our chances, to be honest. I asked people on Twitter, what do you think happens? Twitter poll, I have it pinned on my page. What do you think happens? Raptors versus Cavaliers. Raptors win the series, 41%. 24% say Cavaliers win. 35% say will be rigged for the Cavaliers to win. Man, they're stuck on fucking race 8 here, these motherfuckers. Yeah, what up, Cody? Good to see you, bro. That's the thing. Like Skip Bayless is a troll, and he wants to get attention and stuff, but I'm not really sure how you can justify saying the Raptors are going to get swept. They have home court advantage, and did you just watch the Cavaliers play? It's a good point, Loretti. I really don't want to lose to the Philadelphia 76ers. Fuck. I'm really hoping that Boston can beat them somehow. And then Boston will be a load to deal with. But Philadelphia are beatable, guys. Look, Miami beat them once. Miami were in those games. Philadelphia got all the calls against Miami. They didn't want Miami. Like, Philadelphia have stars and shit. So Miami got screwed a lot. Boston won't get screwed as much. And Boston are just so good that they're Boston, the thing with Boston is they're in it with anyone. No, I fuck Philly are scary, man. They really are. Like I want them to lose. But the thing with Philly is we can't overreact that they beat the shit out of Miami and stuff like this. Miami or Miami. Each series is different. The pressure changes. And also the thing with Philadelphia, they're always a fucking injury away and shit. They lose Ben Simmons, they're fucked. Embiid's always a fucking play away from fucking getting hurt. Philadelphia, and they're still young. Like, it's one thing to win in the first round. Like, the pressure's going to start to build. Shit gets tighter. But Embiid is an unstoppable force, this guy. He's amazing. They got to get him this year. Like the Raptors, they got to get him now and shit because these teams like Boston and Philadelphia are only going to be better in coming years. You can't underestimate Boston, though, against Philadelphia. It just fucking sucks that Jaylen Brown is hurt. All right, come on, man. Let's get on with this here. We're back over to Flamborough. I keep thinking it's Western Fair. We're back to Gary Guy. We had good success at Flamborough before. We've had success at Flamborough before. Maybe he'll feel back at home here now and shit, you know? Aaron Byron is our jockey tonight. He didn't do a great job last time he drove him, but at least he's driven him before. We got to get Travis Cullen back. And his suspension must be up soon. I think I think that should be our plan. I'm going to find out when he's back, and we'll give him a chance to race him a couple of times. If not, we'll move on. Fuck, but Yeah, we're 30-1 right now. $30-1. We were 9-2 the other day. $35. Watch, he's gonna win now.
For the 8th race, order of finish.
He's gonna win now.
5 place 6 for interference. DNF 1, DNF 4, 2, 6 place 5. That's 3, 6, DNF 1.
Now he's 30-1. He's gonna fucking win. And I don't even have money on it. Let me see if they fucking have this. Some books actually do have Flamborough. Race book. No. Bookmakers got Woodbine, but not Flamborough. Let's see, bet 365. No. Throw $100. You guys telling me to throw money on him? I've already thrown $15,000 on him. Fred. I don't know. I don't know why he's that big, though. Like, honestly, he was 9-2 the other day. I'll tell you, though, these odds makers, they don't know what the fuck they're doing with these horses. Look, we were favored all the time before. We never won. Like, the favorite shit doesn't mean shit here. Sports Interaction has Flamborough, huh? What a kick in the teeth, though. We go from running 152s to being 30-1. Oh, we're 20-1 now. Yeah, it's too high, 30-1. 30-1, I would suggest you bet it. Even 20-1. These other horses aren't great. This is where we won before, too. With Gary Guy. Oh, 13-1. Some serious fucking movement coming in on our horse here. 10-1. He's now 10-1. Aaron Byron Papin is driving. Conflict Diamond now 10-1. 2 minutes to post. You know what's the one thing, man? We've created like fucking. There's always buzz, man. Whenever we race, fuck. I think people were betting against us now. Oh, we're 9-1 now. People are jumping in. This is unbelievable. Our horse was 35-1 2 minutes ago. It's now 9-1. Well, I hope you guys are right. You guys tell me to bet on him, fuck. I already have bet on him, fuck. If he wins, I get the money. I get the money. We get the money, and we put it on the pile of fucking losses. The only thing is, man, like I said, it wouldn't take much, man. If he could win a fucking race and just, if he could, dude, before he used to cash checks every race for us. I blame the former trainer, but can't live in the past. He's 9-1. He's settling it at 9-1 right now. People really like the 3-horse. People like the 3-horse. The 3-horse is now 3-5. All right, here we come out of the paddock. If you'll notice, too, in past races, like, we don't come out on time. There's always something weird. Let's see if, like, just it's normal we come out here in order. Here's horse number 3. I'm pretty good at actually telling our horse, too. I know him pretty well. Fuck. We want to see him looking frisky. If he looks bored, it's not a good sign. It's not like, oh, he'll be okay after. Like I've noticed with him, you want to see him sort of fucking looking into it. Here he comes. Yeah, I didn't mind the walk. I've seen worse perp walks. I've seen a walk before where I was like, what the fuck? I didn't like that.
Field for the 9th race on parade. One is Better Art, Scott Clifford, Kirk Thomas, and Krista Thomas. 2 is Val America, Mike Whalen for Stefan LeBrock. 3 is Montecapello, Bob Glue for Patrick Shepard and Jennifer Mikulik. 4 Adventure Luck, Talmore for Marissa Miller. 5 is Mirth True Legacy, Jonathan LeBoyne for Terry Jackson. And number 6, Keystone Charles, Robert Shepard for Jen Rankin and Kelly Rankin and Brandon Giroux. And number 7 is Conflict Diamond, Aaron Byron for Mark Winnicott and Cal Campbell and Gabriel Morenzi and Cody Saftik.
I like the way you look, guys. I'm not just saying this. I'm telling you. I think Byron got this. I'm not saying he got the race, but I'm telling you. Our horse, you need to get him fucking fired up before the race. I'm telling you. We know this. Like, you need to fucking get him, like, psychotic and shit. Like, he needs... That's why we got so ruined that time when they delayed the race, because he was so ready to go. But I'm telling you, I like the trot. I'm trying to be positive here, but I'm not being delusional. I like the trot. I'm not just saying this.
Past 36
I like the trot that I saw.
Did come close in each of the last couple of getting into the top 3. This will be the second start for Patrick Shepard. Patrick's barn is red hot, so maybe they can find the key to getting Montecapello going again. 1-2 on the board. The fans are thinking that Montecapello could fire here. Others in here. How about number...
Come on.
6, Keystone Charles, and Keystone Charles is one that was...
Nobody believes in you, Conflict. You got to pull this off. Shock the world. Shock the world. We're 11-1 now.
Number 8, is one that raced very well from post 8 last start to finish second, so certainly could be a threat to build off of that. 9-2 from post 8, and 1 Better Art is on the board at 6-1, and Better Art will has the best post position, and was 5th last time out, but at least after a slow opening quarter, really did race the final 3 quarters pretty well. Maybe Better Art could build off of that.
Yeah, you better win, Gary Guy. What up, Andy? Let's get this. I'm telling you, Andy, there's been other races before the race where I didn't like the way he looked and shit. and he didn't run well. And there's been races where I liked the way he looked and he ran well. Like, I actually have a pretty good eye for it. Like, it bothers me. Like, I got to start going to these races, to be honest. I really do. I got to start, I'm going to start going. I got to start going. I got to be more hands-on. I got to go and fucking start. Like, I don't give a shit that I'm not some fucking expert in this shit, because I wouldn't have run him back to back. There's a lot of training decisions that I would have made that would have been better for him. And, like, I would rather go and fucking tell the fucking jockey and myself and say, listen, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Fuck. We own them. Fuck. We're the ones that spend money on them. I want you to fucking run them fucking aggressively. All right. This little, like, he's not a closer and shit. All right. He's not a closer. You need to fucking get him fired up and we fucking pull the trigger and set him off. And whatever happens, happens. That's our best way to fucking run this horse. These drivers that, I tried to save him for, no, don't save him, fuck, all right? He doesn't have anything. Like, he's a feisty guy. He's either going to want to win or he isn't. Like, you've got to piss him off, fuck. What's TVG, Keith? Fuck. I'll take a 156, Pappin. We ain't running a 153. Fuck. Well, the 2 is scratched. Well, get off the fucking track, fuck, man. Don't fucking hang around like last time, fuck. Get him off the track. Look at this. Like, now we're already slowed down again. Fuck. I fucking hate this shit. All right, we should be coming up.
Rolling race 9, Better Art, Macapello.
We're coming up.
Inside in the center. Adventure Luck, Murph's True Legacy, Keystone Charles.
We're closing at 13-1.
Years.
Here we go.
Second tier, Twice is Right.
Please, Jesus. I don't ask for a lot, God, but
it's a field of A for race number 9.
Please protect and bless Conflict Diamond now.
And they're at the start, and they're off. Murph's True Legacy, Adventure Luck. From the outside, Blissful Years. Then it is Macapello and Better Art. Then it's Keystone Charles and Conflict Diamond. And Twice is Right is trailing the field. Better Art using the inside advantage to press on through and take the lead. Adventure Luck and going off stride. Murph's True Legacy and Blissful Years is carried out wide. On down the back stretch they go. Better Art's got a lead and is better than the next closest one by 3 lengths. That one is Macapello. And third is Adventure Luck, and fourth is Keystone Charles. Then it is Twice as Right and Conflict Diamond. And racing second last is Murph's True Legacy. Blissful Years is trailing. 28-3 is the opening quarter. And Better Art and Scotty Calder's got the lead, but Macapello stucks from the pocket. Adventure Luck is on the inside third as they come off the
We're
turn.
second to last right now, but maybe we'll see if he's got a push here.
Then about 4 or 5 lengths back, and on the inside is Twice as Right. To the outside is Conflict Diamond.
He's coming on a bit. Here he comes. I like the run. Here he comes.
Better Art leads a length and a half still over Macapello. Now Adventure Luck has ventured to the outside and is about 2.5 lengths from the lead. And Keystone Charles is
this
racing
fucking Byron guy wasn't aggressive enough there.
And is looking to call her Better Art. They race on down the back stretch. Better Art's going to lead of a couple of lengths. Macapello. But on the outside, driving is Keystone Charles. Keystone Charles is third. And then racing fourth is Adventure Luck. And then fifth as they race by 3/4 is Twice as Right. Then it is Conflict.
Come on, give us fifth at least, Conflict.
27-2. And they race the one at the top of the stretch. Better Art is still better than this field.
We're not
and
catching
leads
it.
by 2.5 lengths as they turn on down the lane. Macapello is second. Better Art, Macapello. Better Art is cruising on to the finish. Better Art, Macapello, and Keystone Charles. Better Art wins it. Finishing second, Macapello.
Look how far behind we are.
Third appeared to go to Adventure Luck, and on the outside, Keystone Charles. Mile was 157 flat.
This fucking driver was the same bullshit last time with this guy. He gets boxed out, and then we just trot around behind everybody. The first 4 horses took off, and everyone else is behind them, folks. It doesn't really matter, but we got to sell. We got to sell. There's, there's no spark. We got to sell. Yep, Andy. It's like a UFC fighter, bro. Like, we're losing fights. Like, you know what I mean? We're essentially fucking, we're Joe Lozon at this point, bro. Yeah. Fuck, man. It's fucking difficult to watch that shit. Shitty fucking drive again. Byron did a shitty job last time. And the Jets just tie the fucking game. That's great. That fucking sucked. At least we always have that one win. And, of course, it's 2-0 for the Yankees. In the 4th inning. Three. Fucking game goes over the number, man. We expected goals in this series. Didn't come in the first game. Stayed under. The game 2 hits. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Big Will. It's out for a fucking drive. I need the fucking Jets to win. I need the fucking Preds to beat the Jets here, man. This shit's not funny anymore. The Winnipeg Jets are the real deal, though. Like, fuck, they really are. They're a good fucking team, the Jets. Oh. Nashville scores. Nashville's a pretty good team, too. Joe Hansen, that was unbelievable, that goal. Yeah, he single-handedly just scored. They missed the net on an odd man rush. The puck bounced back. Johansson comes in. Beautiful move. Wow. Look at the stick work. Look at a big man like that. Stick work in a tight space. Toof, 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 toof. Wow. I wouldn't have a hope in hell in stopping that. Not now, but I'm saying even like when I was a kid in my prime, like, that's another level. Fuck, like fucking, dude. You know how hard that is going that fast in like a span. Like he did that in a space of like 6 feet. He had a Winnipeg Jet on his ass. He's got Hellebuck, who's a big dude right in front of him, and that little shift move. And then I swear to God, I want to see the replay again, man. There was like fucking 4 moves, man. He went around a little shift with a defenseman. Fucking, you saw he put his arm out and he did the stick, and then puck into the net. He got that wide open, Pappin, because the fucking buddy on Winnipeg missed the net. That's the thing, the casual hockey fan, it's sort of like basketball. When we talk about it, you know what I mean? Like you take a bad 3 and shit, it leads to a bad basket on the other end. See, Buddy knows too. He missed the net. Yeah, AFL parlay, back-to-back nights, Brendan C. 6-0 in the AFL this week. Well, really 2-0, 2 parlays, but we hit all 6 wins, 6 money line wins. West Coast, baby, gets it done. I'm telling you, man, our AFL picks are good. Like, we really do win more than we lose. It's just one of those leagues where you're scared. It's just one of those, nah, they didn't do it yet, Big Will. It's just one of these leagues where you're scared to put a lot of money on it, but we're often more right than we're wrong. You know, we're taking money line parlays, so we're sort of pushing out, but not really. I mean, West Coast were only minus 154 last night. Richmond were minus 213. Oh, trouble brewing. I don't know if you guys can hear the siren. Troubles are brewing. Yeah, so it's still 2-0 in this baseball game right now. 4-3 in the hockey game, 11 minutes remaining. I jumped on an in-game under 8.5 in this Yankee game. I just clicked under 8.5 here. And we know we hit that Japanese baseball play last night too, so it's frustrating because the picks have been good. I should be getting ahead, but that fucking total in the Houston game was a setback. I need this game, man. I need Nashville to get back on track here. That's a cop, actually. It's not just a fire. Something's going on out there. Strange. This neighborhood, I never really had a lot of siren. Remember, like, where I used to live, fuck, it was constant during the show. On Yonge Street, there's like a siren a minute, fuck. It's like constant. This neighborhood, there's been pretty quiet, but I've noticed over the last, like, couple of months, fuck, it's more and more. A lot of times it's fires, though. It's not crime and shit, you know? This is a pretty crime-free neighborhood, to be honest. There's theft that goes on, but like for a city that's as fucking crazy as Toronto is, and Toronto's a pretty crazy city, actually. A lot of crazy shit happens. Like this neighborhood is very fucking, very, very like chill. Like I said, there's like a fucking wall. There's like train tracks and a wall. It's a pain in the ass to get in here. Someone did fucking break into our garage here, though. They snuck in fucking. It's funny, too. They're on camera. And it was like these two white kids that were all dressed nice and shit. Man, it's nuts. The real estate. Like Kitchener, Ray, you live in Kitchener. I've been to Kitchener. Nice place, Kitchener, too. If you want to come up to Toronto, it's not that far. I'm sure it's much more affordable. I saw a thing on TV the other night here. For the same price of 20% down for an average house condo here, you can buy a house in Moncton, New Brunswick on the ocean. Like you could buy like a house on the beach, literally like the Atlantic Ocean. People don't realize that. Everyone talks about BC and shit all the time with the ocean, but the Maritimes is nice. Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. It's fucking cheap, man. New Brunswick is so cheap. It's crazy. Like the bassist of my band in Homicide, he's not a rich dude, man. He owns like fucking a huge fucking amount of land and shit there. Like he's got his own lake and shit. Like he literally has his own lake. Like his backyard is this lake and it's his, fuck. Like it's like there's another house on the other side, but basically, you know what I mean? He's got a lake, fuck. Oh, look at this, Big Will. I can't, you know what? I'm not fucking surprised, man. That fucking angers me. Dude, you know fucking, I was going to say that I've told people this, the most dangerous part of this neighborhood is the fucking traffic, man. They don't have fucking lights anywhere here. It's a new neighborhood, but it's not that new, and the city's fucking up on this. There's a shitload of people here that like speed through this neighborhood, like TFC stadiums near here and shit. There's no fucking lights. I'm amazed that more people don't get hit, actually. I've nearly been hit twice, 3 times. Like once I really nearly got hit for real. Like I would have been like, we're very injured hit. And I don't know if you guys remember, I told you the story. I lost my cell phone once. I chased a taxi driver that nearly hit me. That sucks. I hope whoever it is all right. I might know the person out there. It's probably one of these chicks that walks a dog or something. Like, fucking idiots, man. Yeah, we were. I was thinking about it. I'm not getting any younger now. Listen, going to Vancouver is not the best decision for fucking cost efficiency. I'm just gonna go there, hang out with my mother, be there, like get through a winter type shit, miss a winter here. But I really do got to start thinking about that stuff. It's all about quality of life, guys. Especially me. Like I make the same amount of money wherever I am. You know what I mean? Like it's stupid for me to be living in these expensive cities. The only thing is, I'm fucking used to living in these cities. Like, yeah, it's great. You look at oh, wow, look at that, man. You could buy a house in fucking Moncton, New Brunswick for fucking, $120,000, big yard, fucking ocean in the backyard and shit. Great golf courses. Yeah, It's not like you can go see a fucking Toronto Raptor game down the street. I know, man. I got a buddy that lives in New York. I know a lot of people in New York, but I got a buddy who lives in New York, and he showed me this thing. And Toronto, New York is like the same prices, And he showed me this thing, and it was basically that you'll have 60% more. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia or something. 60% more if you just lived in like Virginia Like people, like, you know, like if you live in these places, you can actually, but the thing is, I'm not a big stuff guy, right? So I don't care, oh, I could have the house with a lot more stuff. But I'm just more of the thing. I don't want to pay a shitload of rent for the rest of my life. And I'm not really in a rush to buy shit, but like I said, like living in cheaper cities, like in different places, it's fucking smarter. Fuck. If you can make the same amount of money. No, I'm no fucking farmer. Exactly, Big Will. I've always said Welland's going to be my place, to be honest. The Niagara region. Exactly. Like Boston's fucking expensive. Boston, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like when I start to get old, I don't want to and I don't even own a house. Like I don't even care. I'm not into buying and all this shit. But I'm not going to pay fucking $2,000 or fucking, you know, I'm not going to pay massive rent to live in the middle of the city the rest of my life. Yeah, winters in Vegas a good idea. I'm not opposed to that. That's why I sort of like the Vancouver. That's what I like about Vancouver, that I can go to Vegas a lot. Vegas is still cheaper than Canada, but Vegas is changing, Shano. Like Vegas is getting more and more expensive. Like I saw the other day, like even like their homes, like home sales is doing well in Vegas again. The prices keep going up, and like rent's going up. It's because like the Raiders, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, like there's more and more to Vegas than just the casinos. Like it's becoming more of a regular city. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people keep moving there, and like it's becoming more of a regular city. So it's becoming more expensive. Like there's traffic in Vegas, but now there's always really traffic in Vegas. Like Vegas is sort of getting jammed up. There's too many people there now, and it's only going to get bigger. Like there's only going to be end up more people going to when the fucking Raiders go there. Like they'll have more people going there. People don't move to a city just for an NFL team, but it'll be part of it, you know? It'll be like, wow, they got the Raiders. They got everything I want out here. They got this and that. And see, yeah, Kitchener's a nice area, too. You're smart. See, you know, Toronto's the fucking place where you just get gouged for these fucking small condos and shit. Even this condo's not that much where I am, to be honest. I think I could buy this place for like fucking 450, 500, which is pretty cheap, really. But it is and it isn't. You buy this condo for $450,000 or 400K or whatever, and then you know the rest of your life you're paying fucking condo fees and shit like that. Oh yeah, BC, the market is all fucked because of the Asian foreign market buyers, right? It's not the same phenomenon here, even though it's starting to. The difference is in Ontario, the difference is in Ontario, they've got like foreign buyer fucking penalties and shit. I know Doug Ford wants to drop it, actually. I know, like, the real estate industry here. I saw Al Sinclair. You know the guy that looks like Chael Sonnen? It's fucking funny, man. There's a real estate guy here in Toronto. He looks just like Chael Sonnen. And he was bitching about that. Fuck. They want to do more, but it's not that bad here in Toronto for the foreign shit. Asians don't want to come to Toronto. They want to go to BC. There's a lot of Asians here, but there are. Japanese people come here. Fuck. There's a lot of Japanese people in Toronto. But Vancouver, you know, it's the Pacific, fuck, right? It's fucking closer to them. Yeah, exactly, Big Will. Like the Chinese in Toronto, they're not rich. Like the Chinatown and downtown and shit. It's not a rich. They're not rich. Like you said, the upper class shit is out in the fucking burbs. On Yonge Street, it's all the condos are Japanese kids, though. It's all Japanese students and shit. They got the money to rent the condos, you know? Yeah, we're going to mix it up, though. We're going to shake it up a bit. My lease is up here September the 15th. Even I could leave on the 1st or whatever, but I got to tell the chick in advance, though. I haven't told her yet. I said there was a chance I was going to go to New York, but it doesn't appear to be happening. It doesn't appear to be happening. So, and you know what? It's fine. Like New York is just like another Toronto. I wasn't really, I wasn't in a hurry to move to New York. I would do it and accept it and I'd just party for a year there or whatever. But I need to hit that Vegas Super Contest this year. Fuck. That's what I need to do. Not just win it, but like even like finish well. Like that'd be the best. Like, you know, even nowadays it's bigger money now. So like you finish, let's say you finish 8th again, man, you get fucking $138,000 or something. Right on the spot, I would just buy a place. Fuck. That's what I would do. That's what I wanted to do last year. Fuck. I was fucking pissed. I saw an ad. There was they were selling condos in the Palms Hotel for $105,000, and it's not the biggest place. Like, so you're essentially living in a hotel. You know what I mean? Room. It's not a hotel room. It's a bedroom, but it's kind of small. You know what I mean? It's like fucking 700 feet or 600 feet or something, 650. But you have a balcony. It's like a hotel room, but with a small bedroom. You know, at the Palms Hotel in Vegas. But man, they had like a sale going. It was like fucking 95,000 or 105,000 or something. And I was like, man, if I fucking won that fucking money in the fucking Vegas contest, I'd just turn around, boom, go right up to the Palms. I'd sign a check over. I'd say, listen, here's the check. from the casino. Here's the check from the casino. Give me the fucking difference. Give me $38,000 cash here and chips or whatever. And you take the check and the place is mine. That's one smart thing to do, actually, too. My buddy, a friend of mine, exactly, Palm's place, Andy. A friend of mine owns a place at Area. So he bought a place at the city center condo. He bought a place in the city center condo. Like, so he bought like a hotel room. It's essentially a nice hotel room. It's not even a bedroom. Fuck. It's like a big suite type thing. So he's got like a big suite and it's nice. It's like in the Area hotel. So it's upscale and shit. And he's got a deal. Like they do a deal with you there. So they rent it out as a hotel room. And they split the money. They split the money. So they charge. It's expensive too. It's like $350 a night type shit. So he essentially gets like $150, $175 a night. Fuck. It's like, you know, he's got a little Airbnb thing going with the hotel, basically. And, you know, when he wants to stay there, he just tells them, all right, fuck, don't book it for this fucking 2 weeks. I'm coming down. You know what I mean? So he just tells them the dates that they can't book it. Otherwise, they assume they can. And it's crazy. It's booked all the time. Fuck. Like he tells me, he's like, man, it's like fucking 80% capacity, man. He's like, it's always booked. Why did I leave Vegas? I was there for a few years because I was doing a TV show out of there, and the TV show got pulled. Well, the TV show didn't get pulled, but the network in the States pulled it. Like I was like at the studio in Vegas and everything. Like it was over. I had a girlfriend that lived in Toronto, and I was Vegased out too. Like I used to go to Vegas all the time, and then finally, like I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna move here, fuck. And then I did, and then eventually, I was just like, you know what, I got to fucking, I'm sick of this fucking place. Fuck off. Fuck me. Of course they score. Fuck. 1 minute left. Got to be kidding me. Fuck, man. 1 fucking minute, motherfucking left. Oh, who's number 13 on Nashville? Fuck. Buddy had it, man. It went right under his stick. Fuck, man. With 1 minute left, you got to be shitting me. Fuck. I don't know, man. This shit's pretty random, but I don't like our chances in overtime. Winnipeg's just the better team. Fuck. That wasn't Rene's fault, that goal, but yeah. That's the, Rene's who he is, though, dude. He did the same shit in the fucking finals last year. But that goal's not on him. That goal's on number 13. Man, like they passed the puck along the ice. You saw number 13 had his stick down, and the puck, he wasn't holding his stick hard enough. Well, it was a hard pass, but dude, like you get more wood on that pass, that puck doesn't get to him. Look. Well, you didn't see it from that view. But yeah, Winnipeg are the better team. Like they just are. They're quicker to the puck. They're just fucking nuts, man. They got a sold out arena in Winnipeg watching this shit. Wow. That sucked. I was hoping to end the show on a high note and say, hey, look, at least Nashville won for all of us. You know, I hit the parlay on the way out, and no. That's not happening. The only solace I can give you guys now, if you're on Nashville, is that hockey's a weird sport, as you know. I don't need to tell you. And just because fucking Winnipeg's all over them and they keep hitting post and shit, doesn't mean they're going to win. But you notice, like, basically, Winnipeg, like, are all over them all the time. And then Nashville sort of score on a nice individualistic play. Like, Winnipeg are the superior team through these two games so far. What a frustrating way to end a night. Conflict Diamond sucks again. Fucking Jets. I got a Pro Line ticket that I want to win. I got a straight up bet a bookmaker. I got a plus money parlay. It's fucking annoying, man. Now we got to wait through this fucking overtime bullshit. Like I said earlier too, David Hutton, I hate to say it as a Raptor fan, but Cavaliers plus 185 series price feels a little high. See if it's moved yet already. Nope. Boston Celtics are plus 320. Tomorrow night, it's Monday night it starts. Philadelphia 76ers are in Boston tomorrow night. That under 8.5 we took in the baseball game is hanging right now. It's still 2-0. I'd prefer if the Angels would come back and win 3-2. 4 in this hockey game. Motherfuckers. Still scoreless in this Sounders and LAFC game. They're going into the 20th minute. It was 1-0 last time they played, so I don't know. Maybe it's going to be another low-scoring game here. Dangerous attack, LAFC. All right, here's a degenerate roll the dice play. No goal before the 40th minute. They're in the 20th minute right now. Except, wait, there's an injury. They suspended it. Seattle injury, whatever the fuck that means. Thoughts on the Celtics series? I think Boston can play with them, David Hutt. Boston are a type of team that can play with anybody. It doesn't mean they can win. And let's be real. I'll tell you right now, if Jaylen Brown wasn't hurt right now, I'd say that Boston have a serious chance of beating Philadelphia. There's a mystique about playing in Boston. They have home court. It's not like playing Miami. You got Marcus Smart as a very good defensive player. He's a nuisance, this guy. And he's a tough dude. He's not going to take shit from Philadelphia. They're going to get in Simmons' face. Embiid is really good, but, Embiid is emotional and shit. So you can sort of bait him into stuff. Jason Tatum's playing well. They got Al Horford. Boston have players still. They're a dangerous team, Boston. They're a good team. But they're overmatched, like without Jaylen Brown. Without Jaylen Brown, man, they've got problems. Like Jaylen Brown's their leading scorer now. You know what's crazy? If the Raptors win and the Sixers win, the Raptors kicked the shit out of Philadelphia this year, actually. But it was earlier in the year when they did it, I remember. So, when they talk about the season matchup, it'll be a little skewed. I think we played Philadelphia in like the second game of the year. And then I remember like a week later, we beat them by 20 a couple of times in a row, but it doesn't mean shit now. What's up, Pittsburgh Brew? We're going to be wrapping up in a few minutes, Brew. But, yeah, it sucked. I was hoping to wrap up at the end of the hockey game with a win here. One motherfucking minute left. Huh? They couldn't close it out, man. Fucking motherfuckers. 1 minute. That's all we're asking. 1 minute. Like, one minute. But we were just talking about this, Brew, that Winnipeg are the better team. They look like the better team. I'm not even looking at stats or shots on goal or anything, but watching the game, Winnipeg are the better team. They're all over them. Like Big Will said, they've hit 1 million posts. Like Winnipeg fucking attack, and get their goals. And then, like I said, Nashville sort of get an individualistic, nice play and get the goal, which is a dangerous way to live. You know what I mean? It's a dangerous way to live. Like if this is a fight and we're judging by a scorecard here, Winnipeg's winning. Fuck. Nashville land a couple of nice shots every now and then, but Winnipeg keep taking them down. You know what I'm saying? Like Winnipeg are a load to deal with. I haven't really looked, Pittsburgh Brew. I'm trying to sweat home this fucking Yankees game tonight. I just jumped on. There'll be no goal in the next fucking. Oh, and of course they didn't accept my bet. I'll still do it, even at minus 225, just because you guys are pricks. Fuck. I haven't locked in anything for tomorrow yet. But we got 2 hockey games tomorrow night. Tampa is going to play much better tomorrow. We saw San Jose get embarrassed 7-0, and they came back and won. I think that hockey, more so than any other sport, it seems, the teams, when they get humiliated, they really do respond the following game. I also want to take under 6, but fucking the Bruins have been an over machine. It's minus 155. I would say that I think Tampa is going to beat them, and I'm going to bet the under 6. Maybe we'll get a push on it. I doubt they'll be. I think Tampa will be much more responsible defensively tomorrow. I think Tampa wins the game tomorrow, minus 155. And we got Vegas in San Jose tomorrow night. In San Jose, and I think it's time to jump ship on Vegas. San Jose playing back at home right now. Series is tied. Yeah, I get the feeling this series is going to go 7 games. Yeah, I figure this series is going 7 games, so it's a toss-up. I would lean with the under 5.5 tomorrow too, but I'm not a big overnight bettor, to be honest, Pittsburgh Brew. Shit changes, Numbers change and etc. But right now, I'm thinking home teams, Tampa Bay and San Jose, and both unders. The basketball game, we got to keep our eye on this Jaylen Brown status. I expect that he's not going to be playing. I think that's the way they're looking right now, that he's doubtful for the game tomorrow. To be honest, Pittsburgh Brew, the best bet of the night tonight, and it's against my own Toronto Raptors, but I think, listen, the series price just came out, and people haven't really noticed it yet. All right? Because, the Cavs just won earlier in the day, and et cetera. The series doesn't start till Tuesday, but the Toronto Raptors are minus 225 to beat the Cavs in this series. You can get the Cavaliers at plus 185 right now. I don't think that it's going to stay like this when people realize the number. You're getting LeBron James against the fucking Raptors, who always lose to LeBron James, at plus 185 in the series. It pains me because I'm a Raptor fan, but from a betting perspective, I think it's a smart move to take this at plus 185. I bet you tomorrow it'll be like plus 150 or something. It'll keep going down. You take the Cavs at plus 185, and like I said, if the Cavaliers win game 1, which they could, then boom, you take the Raptors after at plus money. You got both teams at plus money. Home court is big, and the Cavs are vulnerable. I don't want to simplify this, but this series comes down to game fucking 1. If the Raptors lose game 1, it's going to be fucking same bullshit as always. They can't lose game 1. Like, they need to fucking win game 1. That's the thing. The Cavs were saved by home court in this series, and they were saved by the refs. They're not going to have home court. The Raptors have the best home court record in the NBA. They've only lost 7 games all year there. The Raptors do protect home court pretty well. It's just LeBron has beaten them in the playoffs on this court many times. Hey, I think the Raptors are going to win. I'm just telling you the number's not going to be plus 185 tomorrow. I think this is the Raptors' year for real. I think they're gonna. I don't know if they can beat what happens here, but I think they can beat Cleveland, and then fucking anything can happen in the Eastern Conference Finals. It'll be a battle against Boston or Philadelphia. But the Cavs aren't really playing well right now. LeBron James is scoring 45 points a game, essentially, and they're winning by 1 point. So they have the refs and LeBron James fucking playing and dominating, and they're barely winning. They're barely winning. You know what I mean? That's the problem, Big Will. The Raptors don't make it easy for themselves against anybody, let alone LeBron. What's up, Pick Machine? Good to see you, bro. Unfortunately, we're just wrapping up Pick Machine in a couple of minutes here, but you can check the replay. We've been on since 7 o'clock here. I've got to go to the store. I didn't eat. Fuck. That's why I started the show earlier. I figured it's better earlier. You know what I mean? Than doing like 9 to fucking midnight or something like that on a Sunday night. Even you guys fucking, you need some rage-free fucking time. Sunday night. Yeah, shit's going to get crazy this week, man, on the shows here because the Raptors and the fucking Cavs. What time do they play at? Raptors, Cavs, 8:05. $8:05 start times. Yeah, we were on the Rockets today. We lost the fucking total by 1 bucket, but all right, overtime has started, and Winnipeg are on them already. Winnipeg are fucking good, man. Like, Nashville are a very good team. And Winnipeg, like, are really look way better than they do. And Nashville are one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team. Or one of the best teams. When it's all said and done, man, it's going to be Pittsburgh again. Pittsburgh Bruins team's going to win. See, that's going to cause a problem for me. The SBR show, it'll be good for the SBR show because the SBR show starts at 10, so we're going to be on for the heat of the fucking crunch time of these Raptor games, except, fuck, the show starts at 10. If I go to the game, I can't be here at 10. Yeah, I'm going to have to start at like 11 o'clock or something. Fucking, it's going to be tough. I'll have to get right the fuck out of there. You know what I should do? They have Wi-Fi at oh fuck. They have Wi-Fi at the Real Sports Bar. They have to. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's the plan. I'll go to the game and I'll bring the laptop with me. Go to the game, bring the laptop, and right after the game, fucking pop into one of the bars right outside there. If not Real Sports, there's a bunch of bars right near the ACC now. Start the show at 11 o'clock from one of the bars downtown outside the arena type thing. It's crazy. Every time I fucking go there, I see them like, holy shit. Yeah, new bar, new this, new that. You got Real Sports. There's one on the corner now. No, we're going to do the show, Truth. I like doing the shows after the games when we're all hammered. It's always a good time. It's just the start time. We got to start at 11. Game starts at 8. It'll be over at about 10:45. I like to go Tuesday as well. But like I said, it's a big inconvenience, this shit. And not to mention, it's not cheap, fuck. It's sort of like when your favorite band is playing multiple shows. You can't go to every night. You know what I mean? Yes, you could, but I never did. I remember when I was a kid, it's like fucking, Van Halen was playing like 3 nights in a row. I was like, man, I'm only seeing one of these shows. Oh, fuck, here's Winnipeg. No. Same shit. I remember seeing Metallica when I was a kid on the first Ride the Lightning tour. They played 2 nights in Montreal. I saw the second night. Yeah, so I got to pick my spots. I can't be a bitch and go to every game, even though I want to. I'll go to the Thursday night game, game 2. Either way, game 2 will be important. You know what I mean? Like if the Raptors lose game 1, then the series is on the line in game 2. If the Raptors win game 1, then they win game 2, and it's fucking, hey man, we're off to the races. Fuck, we're up 2-0, and we got home court. So like game 2 is a big game. You know what I mean? And another thing is as well, you've never been to a game, but you've been to the draft. And it's a better night on Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be all fucking drunk on a Tuesday night, hungover and shit Wednesday morning. I could live with it on Thursday. Thursday's a good party night. I'll go to the game. I'll get the fuck out of the arena right away after. I'll bring my laptop with me. I don't even know. Am I allowed to bring a laptop into the arena? Fuck. Should be a real adventure trying to charge my computer in a bar this week. Am I even allowed? Can you bring a laptop into an arena? You must be able to. Fuck. Everyone has laptops nowadays. People coming from work and shit. I seem to recall once I did bring my laptop to a fucking Raptor game in a backpack. They checked it and whatever, and I brought it in after. I don't know. You can't bring cameras and shit, David Hutton. There's a lot of things you can't bring into arenas nowadays. So, and another thing is too, laptops are like bombs nowadays. They're worried they're bombs. Yeah, they bring it on an airplane, but they fucking scan it. Fuck. I think I'm pretty sure you can. Like I said, I did bring my laptop there. I remember I brought my laptop to a Blue Jay game once. The Air Canada Center is heavy security, fuck. It's like an airport going through that shit. They have metal detectors. They make you empty your pockets and shit. They don't search you though. Like people are always worried, like, oh fuck, they're gonna find my weed and shit like that. It's like, nah, they don't like, they tell you empty your pockets, but they don't look through your pocket. But they have like a metal detector. And you're walking through, like you walk through a metal detector and they have to do with a scanner, fuck. No, I don't want to use it there, Pittsburgh Brew. It's just so I can do the show right after I leave the arena. You know what I mean? Instead of coming right home after on Thursday night, right after the game, I'll fucking go to the bar across the street from the arena. And it'll take me 10 minutes, fuck. You know, I'll leave the stadium, smoke a spliff, bam, go into the bar, and I'll do the show. Somebody just got smoked on Winnipeg. That's a good call, too, Pappin. That's a good call, Pappin. And honestly, too, I was going to say, I think at the Rogers Center once, fucking, they made me fucking put my computer at the check. And basically, it's like a coat check thing or a bag check. You leave it out of this fucking place. You pick it up after the game. All right, now let's do the scary part here and look and see how much these tickets cost. The cheapest ticket. The cheapest ticket to get into Game 2 on Thursday night is $154. 120 US equals 154 Canadian. StubHub is US funds, right? So yeah, you should come down, Ray, if it's your birthday. That's a good deal. Yeah, so 108 US though, Pittsburgh Brew. 108 US, so that's like 140 Canadian, you know? It's like 20%, but you get screwed by StubHub and their little exchange rate and shit. That's the thing, Ray. The Raptors don't play the Cavaliers in the playoffs all the time. Thursday night's going to be a great time. Yeah, exactly, Pittsburgh Bruce. So it's 20% more than whatever that price is. You know what I mean? So add $36 to that. But we get free health care. Add $36 to that. Because it's the same bullshit as last time. You spend $154 for a shitty ticket, or you spend $250 or so, $200, $225, $250, and you got a decent ticket. Like the same ticket that me, Taylor, and Sonny sat in last time, it's $309 US. It's a little more expensive than we paid last time. This is a good section right here. What section is this? Fuck. Balcony, 303. You have a good view from there, actually. 179. Courtside. Sit next to Drake for how much? $3,200. Ticketmaster still has tickets, huh? What's going on? Are people throwing shit on the ice? What just happened? Fuck. Tons of blue. All right, good, good. You know what, Marty, though? You know what the thing is, bro? Is that Ticketmaster is not cheaper than StubHub. So, like, how much was the standing room? You said $135 standing room. So, look, $135 plus tax standing room, or I could get a fucking seat for the $154, and they're not a bad seat in the upper deck, but yeah, plus fees, exactly. Because the thing is, StubHub is guys that have a shitload of tickets. They're scalpers. They want to get rid of the ticket, right? So they're actually, and they know they're competing with Ticketmaster. So they're aware. They're like, all right, if Ticketmaster's charging that, we'll charge like $20 less. Fuck, so people will buy them from us instead of them. Exactly. It turns out to be pretty much the same, you know? Yeah, so I'm going to go to, I'll go to Thursday's game. And then they play Saturday. They play Saturday and Monday in Cleveland. Kind of sucks. Of course, Cleveland gets the Saturday night game. Fuck. That would have been awesome. Saturday night here. So they play Saturday night. We'll do the show here. We'll be on next week during that. That'll be cool. So, yeah, we'll do Saturday night next Cleveland, then Monday night in Cleveland. And then if it goes here it is. The schedule is set. Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. Oh my God, what the fuck? This is why you got to look. You got to be kidding me. Thursday night game is at 6 o'clock. You can't make this shit up. I got to double check this. It says 6 o'clock, ESPN. What the fuck? I'm just making plans about all this shit. Now everything's the opposite. Now everything's the opposite. Fuck. I'll have plenty of time to get back after the show. And now I got a problem to do the early show. Like, just like that, everything changes. It can't be 6 o'clock. $6 o'clock. Wow. I doubled and triple checked. It's 6 o'clock. Multiple sites. It's 6 o'clock. And it's because both teams are on, all the games are on the East and they're playing the same night. So Boston are starting at 8:30 on the East. Of course they make us start at 6. Well, let's go. Are we going, Sonny, or what? I'm going, but are you in? We're going. Yeah, I guess, man. I'll start drinking earlier in the day. I'll start drinking. We'll have some fun on the radio show before we go to the game. Is Taylor going to go? We should get on the tickets right away, though, bro, so we save money because it's only going to get worse. Although the 6 o'clock start might throw people for a loop. All those base, man. If Nashville wins tonight, yeah. 6 o'clock, fuck. Holy shit. Yeah, this changes everything. So now that means on Thursday night's Thursday Night Throwdown, I'm going to be shit-faced. That means now suddenly I'm going to be drunk on Thursday night for sure, like really drunk. Cheaper than last time. Look, I'm looking right here. Like the same seats we sat in last time. This time they're $309 US. Fuck. I don't want to spend $400 to sit there again. I'd rather even sit higher. Like I'm looking right here, Sonny. It's pretty cool. Like if you look at StubHub right now, it's section 303. It's basically behind the basket on the balcony level, except that area is fucking good, bro. I've sat there before. It's where we were, but sort of at the top row. And there's a bar there. Like that's a good area, I'm telling you. I've watched games there before. It's really good because there's like you're right there, you can see everything, you're looking down. And you're not too high. You're in the middle of the arena. So you're not at the top. You're not at the bottom. You're in the middle of the arena, literally. It's that middle row. You're basically in a luxury suite, except you're not in a luxury suite. You know what I'm saying? So you have the same view as a luxury suite guy, but there's no walls. There's people around you and shit like that. But you do have your own seat. It's not standing room. So you have a seat and you sort of lean on you lean on this sort of bar area. And they bring you drinks. Like you turn around, there's a bar right behind you. There's a TV there and shit. At least that's the way it used to be. Like I've always liked this area. That's 179. I don't really want to be in the last row on up at top. I'd rather just spend $50 more. I don't need to be courtside. Like, look at this. Center court balcony level, sort of that's where the ring is, the luxury suite level, is $576. Yet behind the basket, it's $179. It's a good view behind the basket when you're higher up, Sonny, because you see the whole court and shit. Like, I don't mind sitting there. Yeah, look at this view. It's nice. I cannot believe it's at 6. I can't believe. Good thing I checked. Hey, holy shit. And I'm like, 6 o'clock. Are you shitting me? And it's like, no, it's 6 o'clock. All right, here, let's see. Here, I'll give you the link right now. You can see the 3D map. Virtual. Enter section 303. Oh, yeah. Exactly, Sonny. For guys like you and me, this is better. You're not, you know what I mean? People aren't like, hey, sit the fuck down. Like, there's not really people behind you. It's like the concourse is behind you. So, like, you're leaning up. Look, I just put the view there. You're leaning up, and there's a concourse behind you. And like I said, the bar and the bathroom is right behind you and shit. Not a bad view here, too, if you look at it. Does the link work for you guys when you click the Raptors link here? Yeah, not bad, eh, Loretti? You see what I mean? You fucking see everything, you know? You're not, and, you know, it's obviously we'd all like to be courtside, but we can't all sit courtside every night. So, but this seat is pretty good. You're not too high, but you're still in the action. It's good. And like I said, you're right in the middle. And it's good for like the bar and all that type shit too. It's sort of a party area. It's like an end zone in football almost, you know? Like, look, if you look at the photo, you're essentially right above the people in the luxury box. So, like the rich, you know, you have the same view as the rich people. It's a little high. I'll keep poking around and see what the best sort of deal is. What, the link doesn't work for you? Well, look, everyone else attests to them. Except, hold on, Sonny. Let's just see what else there is here. Because 179, Sonny, like, look, right now, we can get seats where we were last time for 231. We might as well just spend the 50 fucking bucks and sit there again, bro. I'm looking right now for the best fucking, like, place here. Best deal in the building. Look, 229, section 114, Sonny, is $229. And the balcony is $179. We're better off just spending the 50 bucks and fucking being 20 rows lower, to be honest. Section 104 is 231. Like the seats in section 303 are 179. They're not that cheap. That's US, fuck. So this is 231. There's $61 more. And here, let me show you this one. So section 104. See, look, we're better off getting these tickets, bro. These are good, actually. This is pretty good. You could be right about being higher up in a better atmosphere, too. You're with Wheeler fans. But look at this one. Look at this section. These are $60 more. So it's essentially 300 Canadian or 225 Canadian, 230 Canadian. That's what it works out to. It's 230 bucks Canadian, essentially, to sit in section 303. Or let's just fucking spend the fucking 60 bucks more and sit here. Fuck. Look at these seats. It's LeBron James. We'd rather be close to tell him to go fuck himself. We got to sit close. Let's be real. Let's not fuck around. I think, Sonny, as far as value, if we're looking for betting on value and shit, bro, this is the best deal. All right, so let me see what row it is. I'll tell you the exact thing. So, section 104. Yeah, here it is, the best value. You click on StubHub, best value. Even there, you're right. There it is. Oh, fuck. They only have 2 tickets together there. Row 25. Section 104. You might be right. This is more expensive, and look, it's not that much better, to be honest. It's not. It's not fucking worth it. The 179 303, Sonny, looks like the play of the day, bro. Yeah, but it's the 25th row. Remember, we got fucked with the rows last time. No. Balcony baseline, 303. They even have 3 seats. Row 3. Yeah. What do you think, Sonny? Bro, because I'm looking right now. That second link I sent is a lie. The seats, they're actually in row 25. And I just looked. Row 25 is pretty high. We were in row 7 last time when we were pretty high. Remember, it was fucking letters to start them. We're better off in the balcony. It's a fucking good view. They have 3 tickets available right now, too. And the thing is, we're not that much higher than a 25th row. And we're not going to be clanked in the balcony. The balcony, you can fucking, you can stand and do shit. Like, you know what I mean? But I'd rather be closer. It's just fuck. Let me keep looking here. Hold on. Let's find, I want to see a better row. Fuck. If we're going to do this, let's do it right. All right, 229. How much are these? All right, what fucking row is this, though? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Sonny? When you punch in best seats, it pops up lower 104, and then it goes right to 303. And look, the other 303 section are 255, 221. There's only 3 tickets left at 179 each right now. Literally, there's only 3 left. Oh, there's 6 left. Yeah. Balcony, let's get it. Let's do it. And we'll know for like when we go back for game 6 and shit. That's what I was going to say. We'll go to game 2. And then, so game 3 and 4, Cleveland, game 5 back in Toronto, and then game 7. So I want to go to game 5 as well. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to motherfucking double fucking overtime now. Yeah, section 303, baby. I cannot believe the game is at 6 o'clock. And I cannot believe we're going to double motherfucking overtime now. So yeah, Thursday is going to be real interesting, man. I'll do the radio show here. You can come by. We'll bring you on the radio show in person. You and Taylor, you guys should come down. Oh, thanks for reminding me, Bruce Chat. I fucking took that no goal in the next 10 minutes. Fuck. I'm going to go under 1.5 in this game now. Under 1.5, Seattle and LA. Yeah, it sounds like a plan, Sonny. You and Taylor can come down here. You can come on the radio show with me and Cab. You come on the radio show with me and Cab, and then we'll head over to the game at 6 o'clock. We'll already have our tickets and shit. We can have drinks here, and then boom, we'll fucking we could leave here at like fucking 5:40 or something. Only takes 10 minutes to get there. Leave here at 5:30. Get there, fucking party it up at the game. And then after I could do, we'll do the Thursday night throwdown live from a bar. And what's good, yeah, it's going to be a problem, Shadow. That's a good thing, though, Shadow, of having 3 guys on the show. Friday, Tony Sincata went to see the Jeff Dunham show. Yeah, bring the Virginia Tech backpack. We'll need it. And what's good is it'll give us time after. Because if the game is at 6 o'clock, it'll be over at 8:30 or so. And I won't have to rush to get on at 10. I can come back. I don't have to bring the laptop now. Come back here, pick up the laptop, and we'll fucking do the show Thursday night from like the fucking Local or the Craft or one of these fucking places in Liberty Village. I've always wanted to do a show in one of those places, so that'll be the perfect time to do it. Or Shula's Joe's, fuck. And the Sixers game will be on and shit. The Sixers and the Sixers and the so there it is. Thursday night road rage. Shula's Joe's, but location that we went before, where we watched the fight. Not the one downtown. That one's got shitty fucking internet. The one near my place has good Wi-Fi. Never a problem Wi-Fi. So Thursday's all coming together. It's actually a blessing it's at 6 o'clock. It works out perfectly. It'll make the radio show before the game fun. It'll be like a tailgate. And then it'll make the Thursday night fucking sports rage off the hook because it'll be a fucking road rage Thursday nighter. You should come down, Kitchener Ranger Ray. Richard Garner's going to want to go to the game maybe too, but he can get tickets with his buddy here. Fucking because the thing with Richard is, I would say let's get a ticket for Garner, but Garner often cancels. Like Garner was supposed to come to game 2, and basically like the day before, I can't go, you know. And I'm a big Raptor fan, so I don't like fucking around. I like to get the ticket taken care of. Yeah, it's not my last hurrah here, though, Ray. I'm still here for a while, buddy. Like, we'll get together. I'm going to do like a lot of shit this summer, but got this Raptor shit here, and then in May I'm going to be busy because I'm going to Halifax and fucking the homicide stuff. And then boom, we're back in June. I'm going to do like a party here for an Argo game. I have like a patio and a barbecue and all that shit. So we'll get wasted on my fucking patio fucking place. We'll go to an Argo game. They open up pretty soon too, June 14th, I think. I'm going to have like a little Argo bash. Not for the whole public, but just for you guys that are SBR guys that are in Toronto that are come up for the game and the party and shit. And then I got to start getting on it. I got a plan. I'm going to do a fucking I'm going to do a big road rage in Toronto this summer. A going away blast. I'm going to go to Argo games more, though. I've usually only gone, like I went to the playoff game. I've only usually gone to like they didn't make the playoffs the year before. So the year before I went to the home opener and I went to one other game. So I only went twice. Pretty weak of me considering how close I am, but they were really shit. And TSN owns them. I don't like them. So last year, though, I had a good time at a playoff game. This year, though, I'm going to take advantage of it. So close. Exactly. It is sneaking up on us, the CFL. I'm going to start planning that opening day party soon. So, yeah, we're going to wrap it up now. We were going to end earlier, but his hockey game keeps going, but whatever. I can't stay here all night. I got to go to the store. Fired up for the Raptors. We'll break down the series tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern. It's fucked up that the game is at 6, but it's a good thing that we caught on now. It's a good thing we caught on now, isn't it? It's a damn good thing. Yeah. That's insane, Brendan. 3 o'clock on a Thursday in the West Coast. Well, it's good if you're unemployed and you got nothing going on. It's good if you're a degenerate. The thing is, I imagine at the Raptor game that there will be some empty seats early, though. There are a lot of rich people and shit. Are they going to be able to get there at 6? I'm going to look into this, Sonny, actually. Nah, I'll just do it here. It'll complicate it if I do it from a bar before. It'll complicate it. So, yeah, I'll just do it from here. I'll split here. Like I said, Cam could be here. Fucking, I'll split here at like 5. We could come here. You and Taylor come here. We'll bring on the radio show live. And then we'll head over to the arena. It's going to be a good time Thursday. All right, so double overtime has started, guys. Most of us. I know some of you are on Winnipeg. Yeah, we'll see you in August at David Hutton in Vegas. Busy summer. I got to start planning these things because, like I said, shit creeps up, man. I can't believe it. Like, it's already May. I'm behind with this homicide stuff, too. I got to fucking really catch up with a couple of riffs. Next thing I know, oh, fuck, man, it's fucking May. I leave May 14th for fucking Halifax, so 2 weeks. I'm only gone for 1 week, but it's a pain in the ass, fuck. Like, I'll be coming back the fucking morning of, like, right as soon as I can. Like, we do a last show in St. John, New Brunswick, Saturday night. I'll stay in St. John, New Brunswick that night, and then I'll head to the airport fucking Sunday afternoon. I'll be back in Toronto Sunday night. God. Oh yeah, apathetic bystander. All the shows will be on SBR radio show. The SBR shows will be the SBR shows will be 2 hours. No, I'm not gonna like push the envelope and shit because it's gonna be late there. It's bizarro world there. Fuck, you're an hour ahead. You're fucking an hour ahead of the East Coast there. It's really strange. Like I'm 4 hours ahead. I'll be 4 hours ahead of the West Coast there. So like when I start a show at fucking 10 o'clock Eastern on SBR, it's going to be 11 o'clock there already. I don't even know where I'm staying yet or anything. Fuck. I got to get it. I'm either going to get an Airbnb or the hotels are pretty expensive there. So Airbnb is the way to go. Unless I get a shitty hotel in like Dartmouth, like where they did fucking Trailer Park Boys. Like there's like motels in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, how far is this? Like, well, it's 30 minutes outside of Halifax. I could pop in, but my guitar is in the shop. No, you don't got to buy my tickets, Sonny, but if you can, I don't have a credit card. So just grab the tickets and I'll send you the money like last time. Is Dartmouth closer to the airport? Yeah. I might just stay in Dartmouth, to be honest. I'm going to need fucking weed in Halifax, which could be a fucking pain. I'll be able to get weed, but it's not like, you know. That'll be one good thing, actually, when shit's legal everywhere in Canada. You know, like we were talking about, like, yo, if you're going to live in Moncton, New Brunswick or something on the ocean, fuck. It'd suck if you had a hard time getting weed all the time, right? At least if it's legal everywhere. I got your email, Pap, and your class act. I'm going to send you an email. We'll figure something out. Yeah, I'll be up. Listen, the guys in my band can get it, but I'm just talking about when I get off the fucking plane. I need someone waiting for me. I have a message right now. And oh yeah, if I don't even know if any of you guys are in the Maritime, Shawno, you're planning on coming, aren't you? I'm going to do a road rage in Halifax, like a live sports show. The Thursday night. So Thursday night, I'm going to set that up soon. The guys in Homicide fucked it up. Our drummer, like, whatever. I don't know what happened. I know what happened. We were playing with a band. And we're not bringing equipment there, right? So we're using this band's gear. And this fucking band, didn't want to play this fucking show Thursday. They wanted to play some fucking like room. It's like, it's not a bar. It's like a hall. You can bring your own booze and shit. And we don't have the equipment. So our drummer's a nice guy and went along with it. So we're not playing Gus's on Thursday anymore. We're playing some party fucking hall fucking thing on fucking Friday night. I just got a message here. Brian's telling me, Scotty fucked things up. Kind of weird. I don't know why he fucking told us it was booked months ago. But he said instead of Thursday night, we're getting paid $500. We'll get paid $500 to play this party Friday in a warehouse. Bring your own booze. Saturday night, the concert's set. Good to go. Not much else to tell you. That's fine because we got a concert Saturday. That party in the warehouse, we'll get $500. It'll pay for fucking hotel rooms and shit like that a bit. And it'll be a good loose way to get ready for the show Friday. We'll rehearse all week on the new material. Oh, Nashville. We needed that. They needed that. And we stick with you to the end. They like always, motherfuckers. There you go, Sonny. Get the tickets, Sonny. Get the tickets. Yeah, Andercuss. You know why Andercuss wasn't going to come to the Homicide show? I asked Andercuss. I said, "You going to come to Homicide?" He's like, "Well, maybe. But he'll definitely come to a sports bar." I'm going to get Anderson on this. I'll send him a message now. Now I know we're not playing on a Thursday night. So yeah, now I know we're not playing on Thursday night, even though I'm going to be all hungover then on the fucking Friday, but whatever. All right, so it's pretty much set. More parties. Basketball Thursday, but now it's falling into place. Road Rage, May 17th, Halifax. Concert, party. Free, you can come if you want, but like I said, we'll get the address and all that. Warehouse fucking sort of rave style metal show. Friday night. And then Saturday night, live concert at the Panic Room in St. John, New Brunswick. Fucking Google Hangouts. I've noticed as soon as we move in on like 3.5, 4 hours, it really starts fucking up. And we're moving in on 4 hours now. So rock on, guys. Thanks for the support. You guys fucking rock. Trying to give you your bang for your buck here on Patreon. And we'll see you in the Maritimes. We'll see you Thursday. Sonny, get the tickets if you can. We'll have a great time Thursday. Radio show, basketball game, late night podcast. Going to be off the hook. Other than that, we'll see you tomorrow on the radio. Thanks, Spencer. Thanks, Shano. Thanks, Will. Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Sonny. Thanks, Reckless. Mark T. Pappin. Apathetic bystanders, Brendan C., David Hutton, Pittsburgh Brew, Keith, Kyle Johnson, Loretti, Tony Corrente, Andy in Montreal, Kitchener Ray, The Truth. May the winners be yours. Later.